Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of PlayStation Fight Nights here on twitch.tv/PlayStation. My name is James Chen, and I am joined by Mr. Hollywood Jammers. How are you doing?
He's never gonna lay it down, especially because we were in Hollywood a couple of months ago. But now, James, it's another month, another tournament of Street Fighter 5 action. Good to be here and good to join you. I'm your honorary guest again because we are here with the North American region. But James, hold on. Before we get lovey-dovey and catch up, we have this special news bulletin. We have an announcement to make. The 411 is word on the street is there is a new YouTube channel amongst our midst. Now, obviously, YouTube channels are made every damn day of the year, but not this one. This is a special one. It is PlayStation Esports. All the action you find on here, not just for Street Fighter, but for multiple games across the board, provided by PlayStation, the channel, and PlayStation Esports. They're now going to be archiving it and put up some new things on the channel there. So please get subscribing at that thing. And what do the YouTubers say? Click that notification bell. I never thought I'd say that.
Click the sub. Click sub and leave a comment and subscribe and follow. And
man, it is brilliant. But yes, please subscribe to the channel. But also what we are going to do is we're going to break down the format of what's going to be happening today. It is the standard
stuff.
Hang
on. I see what's going on.
Yeah, of course we got to do it. But yes, this is what's going to be happening. It's the format for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is an open qualifier that leads into the top 8, but which we will be calling the actual casting of the action of the top 8 very shortly. Double elimination, best of 3 until we get to the top 3, which will be winners final, losers final, and the grand finals, which will be a best of 5. But James, they're playing for some money while they can subscribe to that channel. How much money are they playing for?
Oh, quite a bit of money here, especially for playing at home, doing this every single month here. First place, $200, as you can see here. We've got $500 total for everybody out there to be collecting. You could be here trying to collect part of this prize money as well. I mean, some of these players that we have seen, PlayStation Fight Night after Fight Night after Fight Night, collected a pretty decent amount of money over here playing at home and just having a good time. So you can join along. You can do the same thing here. As we said, $200 for first place here. So and again, fourth place getting $50, definitely not bad either.
Yes, that is indeed correct. But of course, speaking about the prizing, we got to transition over and look at the bracket. Let's see tonight's competitors, because these guys, some of them are consistent, they're returning faces, and of course there are some new names in the building as well. Cannot wait to have a look at that real quick. But yeah, let's take a look at the bracket right now. Cannot wait to see this, because this is what is entertaining. All right, okay. So we've got Pongalong back. We got El Gavilan. Yep, Truth God, Kaifan. Yeah, we got Gen 1 Evie, El Chicote. They're all here. Good times all round. I'm loving seeing this, James.
Yeah, and Flux Waves here. Every single time we see Flux Waves here, and you know what? He is the lower bracket monster. Going to the lower bracket usually in like the first or second round, but always ending up in grand finals anyway. But if I'm not mistaken, El Chicote was the one who took it last time, and so he's I think he's the defending champion right now. So we'll see if he can keep this up and win some more of that money. Like I said, $200 every month here just to buy some cool stuff, buy some maybe more manga that you can put on a bookshelf somewhere. I don't know. You know anything about collecting manga, Jammers? I don't know.
Never heard of it, mate. That sounds like a thing a bunch of nerds do. Anyway, this is a green screen. If I just pull it down, it's gonna disappear. Anyway, but yes, fair enough. I mean, we can do that. But what I do know, I don't know about manga collecting. What I do know is I do know about compete.playstation.com. That's how all these guys are participating in this tournament, and you guys can join that as well. Head on over to that link, get signed up, get involved. We're in a very solid and exciting 365 days, not just from now, but just in general. This year, next year as well. Fighting games are coming through thick and fast.
Yeah, I mean, we have no official word on anything. I'm just spitting off, off the cuff here, but Street Fighter 6 is coming right around the corner, so could definitely, hope to see a bunch of fight nights for Street Fighter 6. But if you want to keep up with all of the news and everything that's going on with PlayStation Fight Nights, as well as, just hang out with the community, hang out with the other players for, Street Fighter or whatever games that you happen to play, check out the Discord over here for the PlayStation PlayStation tournaments. If you happen to have your phone on you right now, just take a quick snap of that QR code that you see at the bottom over there. Otherwise, just type in that link that you see on your screen right now. Join the PlayStation Tournaments Discord. And like I said, it's cool because some of the players that you run into in tournaments, etc., you can hit them up over there and get some, sessions afterwards for practice. Like, hey, that was a really good Oro. I want to play that Oro some more. Definitely a great way to meet some new people and make some new friends and play lots of fun games.
Make sure you have what's that upgrade pack? Discord Nitro. I'm about to say Disco Nitro. Make sure you get Discord Nitro as well. Make sure you get all the perks. Get all the perks. But yes, we are going to be getting the first match underway. We've shown you the fight card stats in just a moment as well. But yes, make sure you tweet out the stream, twitch.tv/PlayStation. Let everybody know we're talking about some more Street Fighter 5 action. Like we said, 17 days. I think it's 17 or 18 days until Street Fighter 6, but you still got to enjoy some Street Fighter 5. So we're going to be getting this first match lined up. You excited for this one, James?
Dude, speaking about Street Fighter 6, just want to say this, though. In January, 6 months away felt like forever. And now that it's like 17 days away, it feels like that 6 months was yesterday. Like, where did the time go? But here we are, ready to go. But again, one of the final Street Fighter 5 fight nights here. I believe our first match was going to be Flux Waves, I think I saw up there. And I can't remember who his opponent was going to be. But we'll get this match coming up here on the stream for you guys. Of course, we will be streaming largely the winner's side matches here. So I don't know if these players will be actually streaming their runs. If you see that they have a stream available, you see Flux Waves does not have a stream listed here, but he is a Warlord player from Canada. Reginald, 29 years old, as you can see, from Montreal. Again, every single fight nights he is here and he is doing some damage.
Hey man, talk about damage, talk about the character, but we got to look at his opponent, because I bet you his opponent dishes out just as much damage, if not more, with old Pongalong. Yes, age 37. He's still got another 1 or 2 fighting games in him if he sticks around. But again, everything is non-applicable. We don't know his location. We don't know social media. Heck, we don't even know if he has a stream. He could be called Old Beard Fire Breathing Dragon 101, and we don't know it's him. But he's here with us in the fight nights. Can't wait to watch him play again.
Yeah, look, I tweeted about this yesterday, but RIP to Doyle Brunson, one of the greatest poker players of all time. 92 years old, 90 something like that he passed away. But he was the first person I ever heard the quote, you don't stop playing because you get old. You get old because you stop playing. So, 37 years old, you've got a long way to go, man. I will be playing fighting games until I am old and gray, jammers. We've got plenty of fighting games left in us.
Oh, yeah, you do indeed. I mean, it depends on how everyone is. But, yeah, we're just getting this match sorted for you guys now. But, yeah, it's going to be an interesting time. Now, again, like, these guys are playing for a little bit of prize money, which is good. Heck, some of these guys have accumulated a decent prize money overall. Maybe they're using this to plan their SF6 travel funds, or maybe they're going to upgrade their systems. Maybe they're going to buy a PlayStation 5 and then do compete.playstation.com. Who knows? They could be doing it. I can't tell you how to spend your money. I can raise an eyebrow. I can't tell you how to spend your money. That's it. That's it.
I can look at you judgmentally, but I can't control what you actually use the purchase with it.
I mean, look, my green screen over here is it's a bit weird, but I have spare change every now and then.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, hey, look, man. Nowadays, that's one of the greatest things about this current generation right now. We get to enjoy the things that we get to enjoy, and it's wonderful, including playing fighting games like this. And yeah, absolutely. If you haven't already, also grab that Street Fighter 6 demo, because the first few tournaments, I have a funny feeling Ryu and Luke are gonna win everything. because we're getting pretty good at Ryu and Luke here, thanks to the demo on PlayStation right now.
So, do you know what's funny, right? I was saying this because I was actually doing some Catcom duties earlier with the set show that we do. I said it's crazy how the game's not out yet, but we have an FBI team, we have a forensics team on site figuring out the whole game. And it's like, I've seen videos on how the burnout meter replenishes in different ways. I've seen, obviously, different ways of doing drive rush. Obviously, people have put the numbers together and they figure out other things. And I'm just like, dude, the game's not even out yet. Like, relax.
We probably have more data on Ryu and Luke before the game has come out than some of those classic games like Alpha 2 after like 6 months, you know? I mean, the amount of information that we gain and the scientists out there. I mean, shout outs to guys like Hatson, you know, who are just like clamoring for this information all the time. Automatic is like figuring everything out. Javits always has all this crazy tech. It is an interesting time for fighting games because, yeah, the information comes fast and furious, man.
Yeah, social media's like, you know, basically accelerated the speed of how people get things as well. Obviously, there'll be competitive environments like Fight Nights for Street Fighter 5. Fingers crossed we get it for Street Fighter 6 as well. It's like it just picks up really quickly, and it's like, okay, what would have taken us 2 weeks to get down? I'd be like, you're making excuses if you don't get this down by day 3. That's wild for me to say. That really is wild for me to say. It's like, you should have learned all this stuff by day 3. And then,
Dude, I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, it was one of the reasons why one of the first things that I was known for in the FGC was writing those FAQs, right? Is because a lot of that information just didn't exist anywhere. And I wanted to document it and put it down for people and to explain a lot of how the systems worked and everything. And it was kind of necessary back in the day because there weren't a lot of people that did that and there was nowhere to distribute that information. But now it's like you jump on Twitter and, I mean, just like I think a DLC character dropped for King of Fighters 15, Sylvie Pala dropped down like last night, and my feed was just like, here's 17 different touch of death combos, you know, and here's a safe jump setup,
crazy,
here's her frame data, and I was like, whoa, like, chill, man, this character's been out for like 2 hours.
Well, I'll tell you what's here and finally with us. It is the game that we have been expecting. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience, but we're going to kick things off with our first match here of the upper bracket of, or should I say the top 8, with Flux Waves using the Mika going up against old Pongalong. So this is a good choice. You'll actually be seeing Dalsim later on this month in Topanga World Championships with Mr. Crimson. I believe he's one of the finalists
that's
there.
Right, that's right.
Look forward to. You might actually see this matchup because Fudo's there as well, and already we got the round ender. Wow.
Well, I mean, old Pongalong, we've seen a couple of times, and he's been a very, very strong Dalsim player, really impressive Dalsim player. But like I said, Flux Waves has just been tearing it up here in the PlayStation Fight Nights for so long. And again, this is kind of considered like one of those good matchups against Dalsim, pseudo good, right? Because Dalsim beats up on a lot of people. Let's face it.
Can he get the first game though? Oh, and he did a drop kick over the Yoga Flame there. Flux Wave taking game 1, and that's fantastic stuff. Again, playing the matchup how it's supposed to be. So yeah, just bouncing off your point, just elaborating your point there, James. This matchup hasn't drastically changed from season 1. Obviously, new system mechanics have come in place or been integrated. Dalsim has been better equipped to deal with the madness that Mika can inflict. Mika's had some changes as an individual, but to a lot of her matchups, they don't significantly change things. So Flux Waves, he's just playing the matchup how it's supposed to be played.
Yeah, absolutely. And so far doing a great job. Yeah. And that oh no, that was definitely an execution error right there on Flux Waves' part.
Oh, he might
trying to build that distance.
He might have tried to combo into Commander because the microphone allows you to do that, so he might have done the wrong version.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that he had that powered up. Okay.
Yeah, charge the V skills there.
Oh. Here we go. Nadesco finding the hit.
Oh, nice chase down.
And yeah, beating up on the V shift. But look at this, Pongalong still there. Oh no, that's unfortunate right there. But it was a counter hit on that crouching heavy punch. So trying to interrupt the command throw. I'm not sure exactly what the plus frames are at that range, what the frame data is at that range off of the Crouching Fierce with the counter hit. Not sure if he could have interrupted that command throw there.
Well, if it was the priority system kicking in place and throws beat the button, that will not be the case in Street Fighter 6.
Right.
So Pongalong's probably waiting for the new game to come out.
Oh, look at this chase down here. Yeah, that's minus at point blank range. That light slide is definitely minus. So Flux Wave's getting the punish, getting the meaty headbutt there, and now looking good, but accidentally puts himself in the corner. But does it really look like it matters to Flux Waves right now?
All right, good delay there with the wingless airplane on the EX Yoga Gale there. He can chase him down. No V-break there from Pongalong, but he's on his last legs here. If he doesn't... Oh, no, that's good.
Too far away. Too far away.
He can't keep up.
Oh, yeah. Gotta watch out for Nadeshko. Oh, coming from the sky, but no juggle. Oh, Pongalong with the panic at the end. A V-shift, which he didn't get punished for, but then just wanted to jump away, get to the air, because Dalsum is so strong there, but Flux had already jumped up, caught him with a jumping light kick, and he's going to take game number 1.
Oh, no, that should be it. I believe that's 2 games. Yeah,
I'm sorry, match number 1. Match number 1 is what I meant to say. Yes.
There you go. But yeah, solid performance there from Flux Waves. Now, that might have looked a bit chaotic to you guys, but that is mainly because, again, that's how the matchup's played. Flux did nothing wrong. He, I like to call it the mental overload. He overloaded the system, and then it kind of caused the malfunction, and Pongalong couldn't keep up. And rightly so, because you have to be scrambling for defense. Where do you find your opportunity to offense? It's like, do you play patient to allow Flux Wave to initiate his offense, and you don't know what's coming at you. So yeah. it really worked in Flux Wave's favor, James.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it, because that is legit a strategy for some of those players out there. Like the one that I always quote is Sero Blast, right? Like her Ken is just basically made to overload your brain, right? Because she's just constantly doing stuff, and it looks crazy, but it's a weird calculated crazy that just keeps you on your toes, so that every situation is a surprise. And if you're good at doing that, I mean, that's like the third strike. That's how Makoto has to play, right? Shout out to the Co-op Cup this last weekend. Like, that's literally how Makoto has to play. And so, you know, some characters, some players, they just literally utilize that strategy.
And again, you're probably, depending on who the character is, you're probably going to see that in full effect in Street Fighter 6. I think it's probably on us. It's probably on us to kind of explain to people. It's like, yes, I don't necessarily agree with this crazy strategy, but it is viable. You can do that. It is viable. But yes, we've got to be swiftly moving on to our next match. We're going to be lined up for you guys now, so we can get the fight cards on the screen for you guys, the player cards, to give you those stats and bring more action coming your way. So yes, El Gavilan, and he's given us no details whatsoever outside the fact that he plays Dan. It was Truth God that played V-Trigger. Was it V-Trigger 1 and V-Skill 1?
Yeah, we had 2 Dans last weekend. I mean, the last Fight Nights that we did this, because I remember seeing both of the Dans with the, both V-Triggers, both V-Skills being used. So I can't remember if it was El Gavilan who was doing it, who was using one of them last week. But seems like Dan is a very popular character here in Fight Nights, because Truth God is definitely in this bracket. In fact, is that who El Gavilan is going up against, was Truth God? I'm not sure.
I know. I think Truth God was the next
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, well, you're right. Oh, wow. Okay. I like this production team's the best. They've done this on purpose. They can give us a Dan mirror match. You guys are in for a treat with this one. Truth God coming through. Yes, so I think we're going to see the whole V system here. I think so. Okay. With V-Skill 1,
but do you remember
V-Skill 2, V-Trigger 1, V-Trigger 2? Yeah, I think we're going to see everything.
Yeah, you remember last week, Truth God was not telling us the truth. Remember, he kept showing up as Ryu, as his little, as his player card, but then we're like, nah, he's a Dan player, because that's who he was definitely rocking. But So now that we put the Dan picture on there, do you think he's gonna move to Ryu? Is he not the truth god? Is he actually the troll god? Is that what he is? You know, we'll find out.
I know you thought of that the moment you saw this fight card. And you said yes. I'm gonna save that one till the match comes up. No, I know you're sitting on that one. I would like to see a Dan mirror. Obviously, I think obviously we've said this before. We said this numerous times in the past. The characters probably from season 4 onwards, they showed a little bit more personality, a little bit more expression. Despite you having, V-Skill 1 and V-Skill 2, V-Trigger 1 and V-Trigger 2, you can still express yourself in different ways. And Dan is actually one of the epitomes of that. Obviously with the taunt cancel stuff, using taunts to end it. Like, taunts is just his thing. Like, he uses taunts to end his combos. He does taunt cancel stuff. And I mean, if they're doing this because again, no one likes looking at themselves in the mirror. I say that, but I mean that in terms of it's like, right, you don't want to see a reflection of yourself, which is basically a mirror match. Not everyone likes a mirror match. Maybe these guys are fond of it. Maybe not. They might be playing for pride. Who knows what they can be playing for here? Oh,
yeah, but one of the beautiful things. Yeah, I mean, one of the beautiful things about having different V skills and V triggers is you can be playing the mirror match, but not actually a mirror match. So, we'll see if that actually pans out over here. So we'll see what the players decide to go with, see if we do end up with what I guess I can call the noodle match over here. There's a very delicious dish in Chinese cuisine called Dan noodles. So okay. I'll call this the noodle match over here because it's the Dan match here.
I like that. I learned something new. Now I know Truth God thoroughly impressed me last episode we did of Fight Nights. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Gavilan was in the last one. I think he was in the 2 before that. The one before that. I could be wrong in that regard. Apologies if I am wrong. But yeah, no, it's good. And again, because we have Flux Waves and El Chicote, they're Mika players, so we do see the Mika mirror on occasion. I think we've had double ups on Rose. I think we had double up on Sakura. So it's very interesting to see the competition and what character choice they are. And because again, this is a game with 45 characters at the end of the game's lifespan. Fingers crossed if we do Street Fighter 6, there's 18. So we are going to probably see a fair number of double ups. Yes, we are.
Oh, there it is. And look at this. 1-1 versus 2-2. Yeah. We can't get any more different. And, you mentioned that there's 45 characters in this game. And the crazy part about it is it's like 44 of them are actually pretty viable in tournaments to be used, So poor Zangief. But, hopefully Street Fighter 6 will see the revenge of Zangief. So
well, I'll tell you what, right? It's not a mirror match. It's Mr. Karate versus Dan. I'll say it like that. There you go. Oh,
you're right. Okay, my bad. There you go.
Good combo. A lot of scaling there, but he's used that V-Trigger 1 to get in the corner. Gets the follow-up from EX down Retsuken. And then, wake up.
Yeah, just get right out of there. But there we go. You see right there, Truth God continuing to use that V-Skill 1, interestingly enough, instead of the taunt cancels. But we haven't seen El Gavilan get any of these taunt cancel stuff started just yet. There it is. Yep, gets in there with the light one. No, okay. Wasn't plus enough for the crouch heavy punch to connect.
Oh, what a pickup. That pickup was sick. Nah. Someone needs to clip that. Someone needs to clip that. That pickup was sumptuous. Nah, that was brilliant. Mwah. I like that. I'm not even a Dan player and I can appreciate that.
That's one of the beautiful things about fighting games. You see people when they know their character so well.
Oh, he done it again.
Oh no!
He done it again.
Yeah, baited out the EXDP. Oh wow! Just roll through with the V reversal and come right at you with the EX Danku Kak.
There you go. Stands up as well. Remember,
pressure here.
We've been saying this time and time again. When it comes to dealing with the Dan kicks, the light version, please stand up. Even if it connects on the latter active frames, there's less frames to work with if you're standing up.
Yep. If you stay blocking, that's exactly what... if you stay crouching, I should say, that's exactly what the damn players want.
Wow, dude, what is this? Are they doing some desk combo video or something to set up some weird scenario?
Yeah, I know.
What was that?
Oh, man.
That was insane.
Desk is from the UK, right? Have you met Desk before?
I haven't, but I know people who have.
Okay.
If that counts. I know people that know people.
Yeah, he's been to Evo before. I've met him at Evo a long time ago. So, but Desk is clearly a very, very talented person out there. Not only just in the games, but I like to tell people he's also wicked on the bass guitar. Honestly.
Okay. All right, let's get to this next game here. And again, got caught crouching, and he could not get the taunt cancel there. Yeah, it's tough because remember, different normals provide different hit stun, which means the taunt cancel timing slightly varies between lights, mediums, and heavies.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my, they done it again.
That. Wow. EX Dankukak wars again. And there's that crouch. You see the plus frames on that. So I like the challenge that time from El Gavilan.
Now this is interesting because sorry to cut you off there. This is interesting because one of them's using V skill 1, he's more inclined to throw out specials liberally. The other one's trying to get normals out there, so he's trying to get the taunt cancel. So it's very interesting to see this mirror match actually.
Yeah, and here we go. No, okay, he's gonna be able to combo off of that. Yeah, he does get the combo off of that light Dankukak, and there we go. So El Gavilan taking round number 1 here of game 2. Oh, tried to dump away.
He went.
Now, I have noticed that every time.
Oh, did he jump him? He looked like he jumped in with V skill there. I saw earlier anyway, but he's jumping in a lot here, and he might get a reversal. Yeah, I sense a reversal coming. It was coming.
Oh boy. And now just, like you said, Truth God is just special move. Just going nuts. Dankukaks everywhere. I love that neutral jump. Even used the medium kick. Saw that was going to be a cross up.
Good stand up there. Last
corner position. Here comes the pressure. Oh, the V reversal timing messed up his taunt cancel. That's interesting.
Air to air.
Couldn't chase him down.
There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, they pressed the same buttons at the exact same time. They both pressed crouch jab, and then they both pressed stand light kick. Oh, hold on.
That's not a whiff punish right there. That's minus right there. Oh, wow. Whoa, you were just banking on the fact that Truth God was going to hit a button there. You're going to get a counter hit. Hopefully be able to combo off of that, perhaps, maybe.
Probably, yeah. But
I'm not sure if that's exactly what he was going for. But that was definitely a punishable move on block.
Damn, I've never seen such obnoxious gameplay in my life that's worked out. This is brilliant. This is brilliant.
That's why I just love what they did with Dan, right? Like, he's always supposed to have been a joke character, quote, bad, right? But he's not bad in this game, but the way he plays is, like, obnoxious and, like, you know, trolly, and I love it.
Nice anti-air there, but his stun's racking up high. Okay, it's gone. The threat of losing through stun is gone, but he can still lose this match here. He's got to watch out for reversal there. Oh my word!
Good chase there. Oh my goodness, just do it again. Why not? It's safe on block. There you go. I mean, it's like, I mean, obviously you don't get wall bounces like EX Zonk, but you know, it's such a great move to just kind of throw out and fish with like that.
And you know what? Like, some characters do need those kind of specials or have access to those kind of specials. You kind of just mix up their approach, add a little bit of variety to, you know, having the opponent think about different things. Yes, depending on who you ask, it can be a tad bit expensive. But again, EX Dankukak's not as brilliant as it may seem unless you perfectly space it, and you can get a meaty throw afterwards. So these guys, like, they're throwing it out there liberally, but it does give them a benefit. So.
Oh, but you can see right here, El Gavilan, why the taunt cancel, why the V skill 2 can be so scary. But again, that V reversal ruining the timing. But it hasn't been a big punish. And speaking of big punish, look at this.
What a V shift against the DP. He kind of snuffed out earlier. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, no anti-air. Backing off here. Wow, we haven't seen the Dans chuck a fireball. Like, I think that might have been the first fireball we saw. Jeez.
Yeah, maybe they forgot they had it. Nice chase down there. Okay, he's not,
stood up,
he's
but
not challenging,
again, still at a good timing. You want to interrupt that one if you can. Wow, throwing after the EX Dankukak. I don't care if I'm minus.
Okay, check down there, and then he's going to charge up the, Godouken, and, just wait for that jump, a V-reversal, because he's kind of scared, so that means Truth God can take advantage of this if he gets close enough. I think they're trying to build meter before they start throwing EX Dan kicks out again. You wait there. There's one.
I love the way that he just can't reverse beats into the light punch, essentially, and just keep that pressure going. Oh, chasing him down. He baited it out. He baited it out. Truth Goddess says, you know what, El Gavilan, you rely on that EXDP a little too much. Beautiful read right there from Truth God. He's 1 round away.
Get to jump in, and then... Oh, almost got the neutral jump, but couldn't get the taunt cancel timing, unfortunately. But he gets a double crouch medium kick. Cancel the second one into EX down kicks now. Good air to air again. These guys are fighting tooth and nail, James.
Oh, and he's not scared. El Gavilan doesn't care. Oh, no, he messed up the taunt cancel, but not a punish.
Thank you, Cuckoo there. Jumps away. Good trade. But he got trapped in the corner here. This is going to work out, but good V-reversal. Well-timed V-reversal there from Truth God. He needs this. No cancel. No cancel into V-trigger. Why
Double
not?
heavy kick. Yeah. I don't know. Was he thinking about saving it or something? Not sure, but there we go. Roll gets the pressure. He just ate it. I think he thought it was going to be a cross-up or something. I'm not sure, but he just ate that jump in directly, and Truth God is going to just thank him for that, you know, easy round ender and move on the winner's side.
Yeah, that happens a lot in this game, especially if you don't, if you lack the knowledge on how the scenarios work. So there are a number of scenarios where you will get a knockdown, and if your opponent normal recovers, it's a cross up. If they back recover, then it just stays in front. But the back recovery, the jump timing looks very ambiguous. So you don't trust your senses in that scenario, and I think we just saw the latter. He jumped, he back rolled, and then he just probably walked forward, and obviously we just thought, oh, he just took a hard kick to the face. It's like, okay, that's brilliant, but obviously he probably thought he got crossed up, which is unfortunate there. But well played to Truth God, man. I enjoyed that mirror match, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because you're like, well, how could he not know he's a damn player? But that was a setup off of that V skill, right? It was a DP into the roll, into the juggle taunt, and then jump. And so that's clearly not what El Gavilan uses. So probably not as familiar with the Dan V skill 1 setups. So
of course,
there you go.
Especially if you're like a huge V skill 2 advocate. But yes, let's take a look at the bracket real quick. I believe we just need to double check. Yes, there you go. So this is what the winner's semi-final is looking like right now. Flux we got up against Truth God. I think we had that last time. I could be wrong. I know the players were definitely here. I'm not sure if they encountered each other last time, but we're going to be transitioning to our match 3 now, which is going to be Kaifan going up against Nib Nib here. So can't wait to see that. Was Kaifan the soccer player? Is that correct?
I believe so. Kaifan, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it Rose or Sakura?
Mexico.
Yeah, it was Rose or Sakura, one of the two. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah. And then Gen 1 Evie that we see at the bottom down there, I think is the oral player, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, yeah, again, these are names that we see here a lot. And so, you know, these guys, I mean, look, obviously, as we mentioned, top 4 is the payout over here. Oh, Kaifan, yep, the Sakura player. You know, top 4 is the payout. But honestly, the amount of experience you get, even if you finish 5th through 8th, like the amount of experience you get playing through all the matches, getting to top 8, and then playing the matches in the top 8, it's so invaluable just to be able to keep getting that kind of practice, especially in a tournament environment, and learning to play with those nerves. You know, it is nerve-wracking playing in tournaments, man. It is. I remember it was scary. But you know, you only get over it by continuing to do it as often as you can.
If you kind of change it, good. Nib Nib was a boxer player. Thank you very much for the team for putting it up there. The stats there again, guys in their early 30s coming through, still playing some Street Fighter with us here. So we're going to be seeing a very interesting match. One we saw at the Capcom Cup Finals in one of the group stages. Chris CCH and Travis Styles. Group F. Yes. This is going to be interesting. We'll get onto the match specifics momentarily. But yeah, no, just going back to what you're saying, James, about nerves. Obviously, I think everyone's going to have like stage fright and be nervous in tournaments, especially if it's their first one or early stages. But then the kind of advice I'd give you is turn that nervousness that leads to kind of stress or whatever it is, be nervous with excitement. Just be nervous with excitement. So it's like, I'm kind of excited to be here, but I didn't know how to control this just yet. And then obviously when you go for your first match, you get the tournament jitters out of the way, and then hopefully you'll be able to have a more entertaining time and be able to progress as far as you can in the bracket, and then be able to build on that and improve on that in your fighting game career, if you choose to pursue one. I mean, there's $2 million on the line soon, so maybe you might be able to, it's a start. It's a start.
It's good. It's a good million reasons to try to get into it right now, But for sure, I mean, people have asked me, like, they see the top players and they're like, how did they get over the nerves? And yeah, the answer I always give them is they don't. They just learn how to channel that energy differently. So going along exactly with what you're saying, right? Just take that nervousness and use that to improve your reactions, get a little twitchier there to be able to have some better reactions and such. But here we go, Kaifan and Nib Nib. Now, Sakura not known necessarily for the best range on her mediums, and so hard to keep Boxer out. However, her light kick should be fast enough to punish a lot of those dash punches, right? And at a range that a lot of other characters can't.
Yeah, so I think obviously the basics of it, the foundation of this matchup is what Nib Nib spacing is going to be with Boxer for the dash straight, and then obviously if Kaifan is in range, then like you said, do the stand light kick. But right now, it looks like Nib Nib is actually on course to take this round. I don't agree with the EX screw smash there. You could have got a lot more damage and put him in guess for game, but you can get the round anyway.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Speaking of...
I remember now, Nib Nib, last time we saw it, was obsessed with the KKB overhead.
Yeah.
Remember, he would just kind of go from downtown into overheads.
I mean, this
so
guy
let's see if he tries to do that again.
This guy sure loves to gamble. I mean, he's obsessed with that overhead, but he's consistently answering a stand medium punch, so I kind of respect that.
For sure, getting your... Oh, okay, busting through with the EX, and now the corner position. No, what was that cancel for? I'm not even sure. You just want to let that down forward heavy kick rock, because it's plus frames there.
Okay, goes for an arbitrary grand dash blow. Try to go for the overhead. Speaking of which, James did mention that before. That's what he's obsessed with, but he's got to make a very good decision here. I think a throw would do very well here, but he's not going to do it. That might be the round. No, he spent the bar. Okay, interesting.
Okay, not going to go for the super instead, and able to chase down the V-shift. Yeah, he just went for a throw, and the V-shift, of course, does not trigger the V-break slowdown on throws. So if you're fast and basically every time you go for a throw, just be ready for your throw to miss, to anti-air a neutral jump, or to punish a V-shift.
Wow, he timed that, delayed, and he got countered by the biggest statement in Street Fighter V. It is EX True Smash, in my opinion. That's the biggest statement in this game.
Oh, that's punishable. No, okay, nothing big. Just leads to a throw. Maybe Kaifan wasn't 100% sure that was actually going to punish.
Chase
look
down.
At this pressure. Oh, that was kind of a sick jump, but great reaction again from Nib Nib with that anti-air. Nib Nib on point with the reactions, and just goes for the meaty low. Just goes for the meaty low, not even an EX one. That was just a regular one, by the way. That was going to be punishable.
Yeah, I think maybe Nib Nib has a good read or a solid read on Kaifan. It's like, okay, you're not blocking, you haven't blocked the screw smash, you haven't blocked in this scenario, you've been impatient, so chances are you can take that gamble. Now, it is a meaty, but the frame data doesn't change, I believe. It's just one of those meats that hits precisely when it's supposed to. I don't think Sakura has anything that could reach, because it is a spacing trap. You can take your turn back, but I don't think anything can punish it. Nice backdash. I'm catching him out with that.
And as I always like to respond to people in the chat who ask if this is live, J-Rock, no, this is pre-recorded, so respond live with the pre-recording. We predicted that he was going to ask that question, is the way it works. So
interesting. All right, does he get Shogun there? Maybe trigger 2.
Invul.
Throw. And then, this is big. Can he get the combo? Combo to super, please. Thank you.
Yeah, he just needs the super here, yeah. There you go, that should hit. They definitely buffed that, so that basically never misses now. So there we go, Kaifan getting in there with that round with the super.
I'm kind of seeing some opportunities being squandered here by Kaifan. I think there's a lack of matchup knowledge in terms of how what moves are punishable by or from Boxer, which is kind of giving him up some advantageous positions here. And I think Nib Nib's taking advantage of the fact that he doesn't know, so we'll see.
Yeah, again, that -4 from Boxer's dash punches is such a crucial thing, but Sakura's standing light kick is one of the farthest reaching 4-frame punishes, like just like that, and it makes her really annoying for a lot of characters with -4 stuff to fight against.
All right, good block on the V reversal here, but I think Nib Nib's being a bit too obvious with defensive choices, and he gets opened up with the overhead, which closes out the round, so keeps Kaifan in his fight, equalizing things to 1 apiece. A bit scrambly from both players, but I understand, because when you're in the corner, that's where you make the most mistakes, so it's kind of justified as to some of the choices I am seeing. I think both of them have been a bit too obvious in certain areas, and I wish that both of them could pick up on the other person being a bit obvious so they could get that really hard read they're looking for. Because you know what it is? Some people make the read without realizing they can set it up. They just go like, oh, they do it purely on instinct. They don't not necessarily react to it. It's just like, I don't think they realized kind of what the read they made. They just said, nah, he's going to do this here. So,
right.
Chase him down with the risky one.
Oh, whoa. That was again, Nib Nib, his anti-air reaction has been fantastic. And I always say that because I'm the worst anti-air reactor, so I'm always jealous of people who have good anti-airs. So, and he's pretty good at measuring the distance, knowing that he's at a range where the anti-air won't work because it's a cross-up.
Oh, watch out for CA. Oh, he's not going to do it. Okay. I mean, I'd watch out for CA if I were you, but I don't know if he's going to do it. It's guess for game for either player, and he didn't choose to do it.
No, he didn't do it. Wow. I mean, the nice thing for Kaifan is he had the meter, so if he was going to bait it out, he could have EXDP through the super potentially. I don't know how the invincibility lasts between the two, but he went for the throw, so he definitely would have lost to that wake up super.
There you go. Try to neutral jump and
Look,
dash.
every boxer I play online loves that wake up super, man. But Nib Nib is like, nope.
Okay,
not gonna do it.
He punished it, but he could have saved the bar there. But it doesn't matter. Good block on the overhead. Could have got a stronger punish there, but at least he's getting the punishes. That's all I care about.
Okay, here we go. Good damage in the corner. Just needs one more hit here.
Wow.
Punishes the V shift.
I think that was a read. I legit think that was a read because of how obvious Nib Nib's been in the corner with V shift there, because he's trying to do V shift into a button, not V shift breaks. He didn't mix up his time in there. But Kaifan, what an adaptation there from him. Well played, honestly, because that was fantastic to see. It looked a bit bleak at the start, but those slight adaptations he was doing, the more aggressive ones and understanding what he can and cannot punish, they came into play there. So well played to Kaifan, progressing through the winner's side of the bracket.
Yeah, he definitely started punishing the dash punches more consistently with the light kick into DP. And then every time I got in the corner, I mean, Nib Nib definitely kind of had a little bit of a patterned defense when he got into the corner, and so Kaifan seemed to be able to read a lot of that, a lot of V-shift panicking in the corner, for example. So it's always a dangerous thing to V-shift in the corner, because even if you don't get the V break, if you don't get the slowdown, you didn't go anywhere. You're right there. And it's pretty easy to punish at that point.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when V-Shift first got introduced to the game, everyone was saying be careful when you V-Shift light attacks and when you V-Shift in the corner. You can V-Shift in the corner, just don't make it too obvious, and half the time your opponent's going to be snuffing it out. But, it's unfortunate there. So that is going to have Nib Nib drop down to the loser bracket. But we must continue on with the upper bracket, the winner's side of things. So we must be moving on swiftly to the next match here. Let's roll those fight cards on board so we can get talking about these next set of players, James.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, first player up is going to be Gen 1 Evie. And if Gen 1 Evie was the Falk player. Okay. Who was the Aura player I'm thinking of? Unless that is Gen 1 Evie's like secondary character.
It might be a secondary character.
Now, so.
It might be secondary. Because I'm remembering just like you're remembering. So all right, we got word from the voice of reason. It is the Aura player. He's just given us the Guardian Hawk this time around. So maybe he's feeling a bit of Falk today.
Oh, okay, gotcha. There you go. But Gen 1 Evie coming in here, as you can see, has the Falk, but also with the Oro as well. And I really like seeing the Oro, which is kind of one of the reasons why that I remembered that. So curious to see what he's going to bust out over here. Maybe he's waiting to see what the fight card is for his opponent and what his opponent is going to play. So let's take a look at who Gen 1 Evie. Oh, it's El Chicote. That's right. Of course. I forgot. He's just chilling here and ready to go and do some damage here. Previous winner of PlayStation Fight Nights and clearly one of the strongest players from the Midwest region.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of damage the Midwest will do in the next iteration of Street Fighter. But again, El Chicote has been cleaning up shop here in the Fight Nights, and long may that continue because he's had a solid record here. But again, he's gone up against someone who's the exact same age as him. But age don't matter when it comes to fighting games. You can play as long as you can input a combo. And hey, in Street Fighter 6, there's more than one option to do that indeed. But yeah, Mika versus Falk, two characters I used to play a fair bit till I moved over to someone that was more aggressive and had a longer weapon than Falk, so that was pretty interesting. But yeah, no, it's
Poison's kind of good, you know, it worked.
Well, depending on who you ask, of course. But yeah, no, Falk is an interesting one because I think obviously Four Feels, I learn a lot from him. I get annoyed by when I play him sometimes, but that's just natural. But how she's become one of the best characters in terms of aerial options.
Yeah.
Like she can really confuse you with the aerial approach, and you want to anti-area, but the Psycho Feather, the jump shot, it will confuse you, get a knockdown as well. Her poke game is fantastic. V-trigger, solid V-triggers there. So I think what we're going to see here is very similar to what happened with Flux Wave and old Pongalong. It's let's see if El Chicote can inflict that kind of that mental overload and really galvanize Gen 1 Evie into doing things he doesn't really want to do. I mean, if things go south with the Falk, maybe you can go back to Aura, but that means you're going to be using a charge character, not a simple input character. So I don't know if that's going to play a huge part in it. I don't know. What do you think, James?
I mean, the funny thing is, Chicote, obviously, we're talking about as the Mika, and that's who he was using a lot. He's got a lot of characters under his belt as well. It'd be interesting if he brought out the Lucia, but probably not going to see that. Probably just going to go with that Armika here. That's who he won with last time. So, but yeah, I mean, Armika, that's the tricky thing, right? It's just that Oro is obviously kind of a newer character, so matchup's not as clearly defined. And then honestly, outside of like Brian F, Broski, like who else really like uses that much Oro? Do you get that much Oro practice, right? And that's always the tricky thing. All everybody knows about Oro is that his Tengu Stone is terrifying.
I mean, we can call it. We can make it a children's book. The Terrifying Tengu Stones. I don't know. Damn it! You know, I said that out loud. So someone's gonna make that book, and they're gonna take all the royalties. God damn it! All right, if you make any money off it, give me 60%, please. It's a harsh world out there.
60. Wow! Look at that. You just went straight 60 for the title only.
It's nice and unreasonable. That's what I like to say. I think it's fair.
Well, you know what? Nice and unreasonable also describes the Terrifying Tengu Stone. So, there you go.
There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for sticking by with us again. He's picked it. It's the Terrifying Tengu Stone man with 6 strands of hair. I know how to open this children's book. Do you? God damn it.
Oh, man. Just making sure his ears are a little clean over here, protecting his turtle. Again, love how they took the one-armed Oro from Street Fighter 3 and kind of replicated it here, but changed it up by making it so that he's always carrying the turtle. Just absolute genius. I was never like a person who was all that into Oro's character design from Street Fighter 3. As soon as they gave him the turtle, I was like, I'm all over this.
Oh, and I'll tell you who's all over who is Chicote gets the giant swing on Gen 1 Evie, so he's all over him in round 1. No Terrifying Tengu Stones to be seen.
You remember last time we commentated this, El Chicote won so many of his matches with that EX command grab because he'd always like save it for the end,
But again,
forget about it, and then
because it's a 50-50, it's do you want to risk holding up? And for the vast majority of the round, Chicote conditions you to sit still, so it doesn't really work. So it's great mind games being employed. So
All right, well, he's got that EX built up. One EX command throw could potentially kill at this point, but Gen 1 Evie, he's used part of that V. Oh, he still hasn't got the Tengu Stone ready to go.
I don't know what tomfoolery that was, but it worked. I don't know what that was. All right, he cast to sit still.
Oh, he did the fast one! He did the fast one.
Now, I thought Gen 1 Evie was going to sit still and take the guess. Another theory that probably could have happened was he tried to time a reversal so that when Mika jumped, it would have been a delayed uppercut. So he would have been able to avoid Nadeshko and catch Mika if that was the case. Nothing worked, unfortunately. So, again, I'm just a backseat gamer here. I can only theorize.
hey! You're a warlord, okay? You have every right now.
Oh, nice! He committed to the light. Yeah, he committed to the light DP there because it was throw invincible. So he took a wild guess and it worked out. Double crush counter.
All right, side switch back to this corner again. That's gonna be the stun and the kill here. Combo into the command throw. Doesn't even bother with the EX. Yep, easy stuff here for Chicote, and you can see right here, he's one round away.
Let's see what happens here. Gen 1 Evie, he hasn't really been able to get started here. He's been able to get a couple of interruptions, maybe one or two anti-airs, correct reads, but no Tengu Stone has come into play. That's a guaranteed punish because that is -8 there. And that's punishable as well.
Stuff to oh, but he just drops his combo, interestingly enough. Not going to drop this one off of the punish on the flash kick.
He can't reversal. Please do not reversal. Yeah, he has to hold it. He has to hold it. There it is. Hit grab.
Okay, here we go. Big damage off of... Oh, no. Okay, he's going for the corner reset. I actually like that because obviously El Chicote has a ton of health right now. But you can see right there, no more trigger. The terrifying Tengu Stone is gone. And this is going to hurt.
Not dead yet. Chase him down. Oh, I think he tried to chase him down, El Chicote. That's why he got hit there. But he can't put out the V-skill. Okay, he did. There's on Evie. He can't put out another one.
Good job.
Oh, my word.
You just ate that.
He did the wrong combo. He did the wrong combo. Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't think he thought he was going to hit.
Oh no.
Okay, EX.
Mike, what command grab?
Here we go.
What's it going to be? Oh!
Guess for game. Oh, you just woke up with the crouching kick. Just go for it. No fear at all.
Right.
No fear of the meaty from El Chicote. Let's go.
Do you know what's crazy? Oh my god, he got hit by a drop kick. Brimstone. Here comes another Brimstone. No, not yet. Oh no. This is not looking good. Oh no. He thought a throw was coming. Guess for game. Ah!
Oh, he got the shimmy, but it was too slow on the punish. But he's got the stun off of this now. He's got one bar. He's got one bar. Can he kill? EX, EX, EX. Yeah. There you go. El Chicote goes down one round, but then able just to stop it right there. And then ends up taking it 4 rounds to 1, 2 games to 0. Nicely done.
Yep, dominating performance there in emphatic fashion by El Chicote there. It looks like Falk did a fantastic job of losing. Made no appearance whatsoever. We only just saw the Oro there. But yeah, it was unfortunate again. Mika doing what she needs to do best, overload your mental stack, your mental game. And I think it might be... I don't know if it's easier or worse for the charge character, because you're going to be sitting there trying to charge half the time, and then it's like, when do you release the charge? Do you let go? Do you go for the throw tech? Do you press a button?
Right.
There was a couple of things Gen 1 Evie was doing well, but ultimately he didn't really get to start his engine, I should say.
Yeah. Again, El Chicote, he's clearly at that level where he is a threat at any tournament that he goes to, right? He is definitely one of those players that has that potential to really knock out a lot of players. Now, I feel like he hasn't quite got to that upper echelon level where he's, you're not gonna, like, for example, you put him in a tournament, you've got guys like Idom and Punk and all these guys in there. You're probably gonna pick an Idom or a Punk or stuff, over an El Chicote, but he's right there. He's on that verge. He's young and he's only just continuing to play. He's a warlord as well, just like you are. So clearly, very, very talented player.
Yeah. And again, I like the fact that the guys that we have here, they might not be able to get the results they want to here, but I want them to build on this tournament experience and then take it into SF6, because I think a lot of these guys here, I think they're going to be a little bit, if not grossly better in SF6, because it's going to be a new game for them to transition into. But they're gonna pick things up. But yeah, you know what? We got to keep moving. We got to keep it buck. Let's get on to the next part here. Let's look at the bracket real quick. So this is how the semi-finals are looking like. Flux Waves going up against Truth God. That's going to be an interesting one. With Poison potentially going up against Dan, or Mika versus Dan. Maybe Manat versus Dan. I think that's what we saw last time. And Kaifan going up against Chicote. So that will be Mika going up against Sakura, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe we might see Lucia. Maybe we might see Lucia.
Yeah, I'm really curious because, I mean, this happens to a lot of players whenever we have a game transition.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the people who learned Street Fighter through Street Fighter 5, they are going to have quite the surprise once they get to Street Fighter 6. Because, again, I think it's one of my favorite things about the Street Fighter series is that every game, every series is a completely different thing, you know. So a lot of the mindsets that you have from previous games are not going to work. And, you know, we've seen this time, and it's the tale as old as time, right? It's just, you know, the players who learned Street Fighter 4, they can't get used to 5. The players who learned Street Fighter 3 couldn't get used to Street Fighter 4, you know, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to happen to a lot for the Street Fighter 5 to Street Fighter 6 transition. So, you know, if you did learn Street Fighter through Street Fighter 5 and you're watching this right now, if you're potentially watching this on youtube.com/@PlayStation Esports as well, you know, you're going to have to keep an open mind that once you jump into 6, you're going to be like, this is bad, or this is not, this is bad about this game, but it's really just the strategy you're using only, you know, really applies more to Street Fighter 5 than Street Fighter 6. You're going to have to keep that open mind and keep that ability to be flexible enough to adjust to a completely different game.
Yeah. It's going to be a frustrating learning curve, I think, for a lot of people. But I think once you can emerge on the other side, I think you'll find that Street Fighter 6 can actually be a really fun game, especially if you.
Oh yeah.
What do they call them these days? A visionary, the creatives. Once you really start to get those ideas flowing through, you'll be able to, trust me, I think people will be able to come up with some really cool stuff. Though I usually say the world is your oyster, but I'd say, you know, Street Fighter 6 training mode is your oyster. At least from what I've seen in the training mode. I think it's going to be a bit overwhelming. But it might not be as overwhelming as Dan's pressure as a Poison player. It's going to be a bit annoying to deal with sometimes, but.
Yeah, well, it's going to be Poison up against Mr. Karate, as you mentioned.
Of course, of course.
Let's see what Truth God has got over here against Flux Waves. Like I said, Flux Waves oftentimes goes in the loser's bracket pretty early, but I wonder if he's going to be able to try to get to the, you know, winners finals potentially with El Chicote. Oh, that hit weird. Dan Kukak hit the whip from so far away. The second hit just missed.
Yeah, so because the whip got nerfed, it's got an extended hurt box now, you're going to get a lot more weird interactions. There's going to be so much scaling on this. What the hell was that? That was a combo I liked seeing. And he tried to jump away from the light. Dan Kukak, and it did not work. Truth God off to a fine start.
Okay, all right. Truth God coming in here, dealing some damage. Got the shimmy on Flux Waves a little bit earlier as well. Wondering if that's just something that he has the read on the on Flux Waves. And like that backdash after the EX heart raid.
You know what's really going to throw Flux Wave off? It's at some point, Truth God does a reversal in a string, not so much a wake up. That will really throw him off.
There we go. Last time just went for the throw right away. This time, light punch. Oh, there it is. You mentioned it. Reversal in the middle of the string.
Let's see though. Oh, shimmy, and he didn't commit to it. He didn't commit to the medium love me tender. A jump might come. That's why he's holding the heavy heart rate. Yeah, I knew it. He's holding the heavy heart rate.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah, he's gonna build meter with it. Yeah. Okay.
Hardcore Poison player, so you've got that mindset in there.
You can just sometimes you can sense a jump coming, even if it doesn't come. It's a safe pick anyway. It's the fastest recovering heart rate, I believe, as well. So.
Ooh.
Good jump in there. Gonna end with medium avant line for that Oki. No, he's gonna go for heavy avant line and go back to a zoning strategy here in the neutral. He's gonna make Truth God work his way back in, which he successfully does it. Looking good. Oh, shimmy.
But again, yeah. I wonder if this is just something that Truth God has a read on Flux Waves here. Shimmy. Oh, we've seen him go for the overheads like that a lot, and Flux Waves has been getting a lot of payment out of these neutral jumps. So that's something that Truth God has to be aware of, that he's been neutral jumping and punishing these Dankukaks sometimes. Oh, beautiful projectile invul.
Wow, he's really trying to throw everything in the kitchen sink, and he can't do it. He has no meat. He has to hold this mix-up, and he's not going to hold it. There's a V-reversal on the way. No, he's going to charge it. He should have charged that. What?
I got hit by that. I was not expecting a side switch mix-up in the middle of the screen like that. Nicely done.
Do you know what that was to me? Do you know what, that reminds me of people who are improving at a steady pace, and accidentally he found that in training mode. He just went, you know what? I'm gonna try and make Dan Ritsuken safe. I'm gonna try and do something, and he accidentally got jump fierce, and it said, "Oh, this could work." And he's like, I was like, no.
He's like, I'm gonna use that in a match.
Listen, man, accidental disguise. Hey, that's what I'm boiling it down to. I could be wrong. Maybe he's purposely done that, and it's been successful in the majority of his matches. But I'll tell you what, it's successful here. That's what all that counts, because he's got one game on the board. He has got the lead against Flux Wave here, and it's hard for Poison in general to lock down certain characters, but even more so certain playstyles where you can't keep them grounded. And yeah, okay.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Are we getting real-time information on who they're picking, and they're changing the portraits in real time? I love it.
That's fantastic.
But,
I mean,
as I've mentioned before,
I'm down for that. I mean, if you can get the character swap and change it immediately, I'm down for that. That's brilliant.
Yeah, but again, you know, Flux Waves, like I said, has this history here in these Fight Night tournaments, going to the losers bracket, either round 1 or round 2, and then making it all the way back to grand finals. And, you know, I know it's just the top 8 that we're watching here, but obviously going through the winner side is a lot more comfortable and less matches. So let's see if Flux Waves can actually break that here with the potential Armika here going up against Dan.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, there was some discussions before about Dan actually might be a tricky matchup for Poison. So if you don't have like an adequate substitute, it could be a little bit difficult. But yes, this is what I was also foreseeing as well. I think he might have an easier time, less range, but I think the buttons are more frustrating and frustrating for Dan to deal with, but more consistent to use. So I can see this being a better pick. And
disjointed hitboxes on that orb.
He's less likely to be a bit aggro, Truth God at times, but you need the orb to kind of do that, and there he is, as a safe call.
Ooh. Okay, this time Flux Wave's getting the shimmy on Truth God. Here we go, nice throw after that orb recall. You see him try to build that space, but he has no orb. Finally gets the recall, so at least he has the orb back right now.
Good check there from Flux Wave, and the Dankukaka goes over Stand Fierce. That's definitely a hitbox, hurtbox thing. You can go over that, so that's interesting to know.
Yeah, but I mean, you notice how it didn't actually hit her, right? It was still too far away to actually hit her because of the disjointed hitbox. So that is definitely one of the advantages in this situation. So Flux Wave's taking that round pretty solidly here. Let's see if Truth God can find a way in. Obviously, the fireball doesn't quite have the range. Not gonna do as much for you as you'd like it.
Well, I mean, yeah, watch out for that. Now, I don't know.
Weird interaction.
I don't know if Bestial could have reflected that. I mean, Flux didn't try it, so.
That's a good question.
The reversal out of it.
Not. I mean, feels like it would be a damn thing if they let it, you know, get reflected by just a raw V skill.
This guy is absolutely incessant with his pressure until he builds the bar for the Dan Retsuken for the conversion, and he goes for that meaty again. Wow, he is just pressing everything.
Ooh. So Flux Waves, like I said, with Poison, was getting a lot of success off of the neutral jumps, and he's doing it again over here with Manat. The neutral jumps against Danku Cax have been working really, really well, and that's something that I think Truth God needs to be more cognizant of, because, you know, we saw it when he was going up against, you know, in the Dan mirror against El Gavilan. He really likes throwing out Danku Cax. He just will do it a lot. And so Flux Wave's neutral jumps have been causing him some problems. So Truth God's got to figure out an answer to those neutral jumps.
I mean, I don't blame him. Again, it's the old saying: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think a lot of these players, similar to Truth God's level, is I don't think they know when to stop and switch it up, because it's like you've done it enough times for them to consider it, but then you make it easy for them to counter. So
that trigger, gonna use it for the... What was that instant jumping heavy punch that he used for the cross-up last time? So makes it, definitely builds credence to the accident theory discovery.
Hey, listen, man, I've got a case. I could be wrong, but I was onto something there. Poking away, yeah.
Oh, those buttons.
Yeah,
you said it. Those buttons, they're not as long as Poison's, but they're just so much more frustrating to deal with. And you can see Truth God really kind of, that frustration is kicking in. He's walking into a lot of buttons. He's pushing really, really hard instead of trying to relax, calm down, and find the gaps right now.
There's a trade. Looking really good. Yeah, and the Danku goes over the stand fist again, so it looks like Fluxo is going to have to resort to using stand medium punch and stand jab again at certain ranges.
Oh, you see that? Had enough time to get that medium punch? I mean, it's a good trade for Truth God, to be honest with you, because Flux Waves got knocked down off of that, but you see how that disjointed hitbox is just destroying whatever it is Truth God wants to do. Oh, man. Oh.
Now, that's an interesting trade. Stand fist before the V-Trigger 1 connects. Obviously, that got the KO there, so I don't think Truth God was considering the repercussions to that. I think he just wanted to get in. And again, when you get tunnel vision and all you see is red, you just want to, you know, charge in and take your opportunity, right? So that was unfortunate there, but well played. A good character swap and adjustment there from Flux Waves. Again, the strategy was there because he didn't necessarily change archetypes. He just changed the character that fitted within the same game plan. It's just a different tool set, which again executes the same game plan. But again, I got to give it to Truth God. I love watching his Dan. I think just sometimes you just need to pull the brakes just a little bit. But
yeah,
I don't know if that works, because if you pull the brakes and stop, does that allow Fluxwave to basically control the screen and do what he wants, and then you never get to play?
Right,
so maybe that's his way of thinking. I don't know.
Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes when you're trying to fight a zoner like that, especially when you're in that range, because you get hit by a medium punch, and you know the frame data is not necessarily in your favor here, and you get frustrated, so you try harder to get in, and you just keep running into more buttons. Weirdly enough, sometimes the best way to fight against a zoner like that when you're getting beat up in that mid screen is to back all the way up.
Yeah.
Go all the way full screen again, where they can't hit you full screen, and get back in and start remembering where the gaps are, calm yourself down a little bit. I mean, it's definitely something that I've done a lot in the past when I used to use Zangief versus Dalsum matches. There was just, the more you push when Dalsum gets that one defensive sequence going, the quicker you die. And so a lot of times I would just reset this. I would literally jump backwards away from Dalsum with Zangief and just be like, all right, let's start again and get back in there and calm yourself down, because honestly, that a lot of times is a better way to approach those. Zoners want to get you frustrated.
Of course.
That's their whole goal.
All the time.
That's their whole goal.
All the time.
So.
All the time. You gotta love it. But yeah, what I do love is that we are going to be moving on to the next match here, because we've got one more semi-final in the upper bracket to show you guys here before we move on to the closing stages, or near the closing stages of the tournament here. So yeah, it should be El Chicote going up against Kaifan. Mika versus Sakura. Interesting pick here. I prefer if Kaifan... I did say it. I did say we might see Lucia.
Oh, okay.
Now
this is an interesting one, because, you know, I do think that, you know, outside of the standing light kick, which is a problem for Lucia's burn kick. But
Okay.
both of them have pretty stubby medium buttons, and so it does allow Lucia to play a little bit interesting, a little bit more straight up neutral game, except that Sakura has a better fireball, so I want to see how El Chicote handles that.
Well, you'd say Sakura's got a better fireball. It's more using a traditional sense. He's got a charge option. I think the way Lucia's firecracker works, I think it's fantastic. Nice.
I will refrain from comment on that one.
Damn. Well, the thing is, I can look at things objectively. You look at things subjectively because you're a bit too more connected to the character than I am.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I mean honestly, the firecracker, if it didn't have a ginormous hurt box, if I watched Japanese players go up against Lucia with Zangief, and every time she starts the firecracker, they just punch and they trade, and the firecracker does 30 damage. So there's just like no reason to let that be a threat. But God, Chicote! Oh, and then he gets hit by the crush counter twice in a row now, and Kaifan back-to-back drop combos.
Because I know what he's doing. And the tornado spinner closed out that first game here. That was unfortunate. So I think the problem Kaifan's having is after the jab, he's not necessarily mashing. I think he's inputting the Shaoken a bit too early. So what's happening is, I think the time when he wants to input it, the game's registered him crouching. So he's getting a crouching light kick instead of a stand light kick. And I think we've all had that problem with inputs where you do the input, you press the button before you complete the motion, so you get a different you get a different version of the normal you want, so you miss out on a knockdown opportunity and damage, of course.
Nice side switch, turns the left-right mix-up into a throw mix-up, gets the stun. Here we go, some big damage off of this. Into the DP, gets meaty pressure here. Ooh, counter hit light kick linked into the medium punch. Nice. Very well done. El Chicote. This is still winner semi, so this is still 2 out of 3.
Yep, this is definitely routine work for him because he made that look light work and he had that post stun set up already and waiting there. He throws out that flipper shot. There you go. Jumps away, good cross up.
Oh, what a timing to jump! Beats the fireball. I'm sorry, the heavy kick. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, anti-hit stand. I know, right? Crazy. Oh yeah, that's done. That's it. I think that's it.
Is it?
Oh, not quite.
Yeah, she scales so badly.
Oh.
But just throw the raw fireball, and Kaifan didn't know what to do. Just saw it, deer in headlights, and looked like he almost tried to jump at the last second and got hit. But El Chicote taking it with Bumblebee Lucia there. Nicely done.
Yeah, well played there to El Chicote. Again, another solid performance here, progressing through the winners bracket. You'll see him in the upper bracket finals very shortly in the latter part of this stream. Yeah, Kaifan, a couple of execution errors. Couldn't really get started. I don't think he wanted to respect Lucia's Oki game. It's gotten better over the years since her inception in 2019, but you still gotta respect a couple of things as well. And I just think like there's not much to say outside of just giving praise and credit to what Chicote did with the Lucia. I always like watching Lucia gameplay, especially in the past year and a half. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just it's fun to see because she's not a common character. You don't see her a lot in tournaments, so every time you do see her, it's always fun to see. So I always kind of stick up for the. I've always been a low tier hero ever since I was a kid, and I don't even necessarily mean by bad characters. I always like to stick up with characters that nobody played. Right, so whether they're good or bad. Usually if they're good, then people do play them, but I always just like seeing the characters that are lesser seen in events.
I expect you to play Dalsum in SF6 then, James. Can't wait. No. Okay, so there are exceptions. Okay,
No.
I see, James. There are exceptions.
You think Dalsum is... Dude, Dalsum is he's popular, I think, in 6. I think
he's going to be popular in terms of being hated on. There's going to be a vast majority of leaks more than Dalsum, but I'll tell you what, we can discuss this. I'll take a look at the bracket just to give you guys an update on what is going on with the bracket here. So yes, this is what your winners final is looking like. Surprise, surprise. Flux Waves going up against El Chicote once again. As you can see in the lower bracket, Kaifan, Pongalong, Truth God, and Gen 1 Evie are still duking it out. El Gavilan and Nib Nib are no longer with us in this bracket. Commiserations to those guys, and thank you very much for participating there. But if you are or you have been enjoying the action, then please be encouraged. I'm going to encourage you. Go to compete.playstation.com. I want you guys to go over there, sign up, get involved. There's big things on the horizon. There's big things in my mind going on the horizon, but I could be wrong. But I want you guys to keep competing. Have the chance to show off your skills to myself and James as well, how Hollywood he can be, as well as potentially earn yourself some prize money. I want you guys to have so much fun. I don't know why he's being immature and laughing. I'm just giving you guys the spiel. But yes, what we are we are going to take our lovely thing that we call an esports break. In that time, you can go sign up to the next compete.playstation.com. And when I come back, I expect to hear good news. Not just from you, but from him as well. We'll see you in a couple minutes.
Gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments.
The final 1v1 of the game here.
And celebrate the pros and the rising stars.
I do want to see a female in the NCS.
Bringing you guides and deep dives.
Horizon can go up, but you can't go up fast.
And tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he get? No way!
Whether you're in a heated match,
Back, let's go!
or watching along at the edge of your seat.
A duo taking down a trio.
Let's create moments from the games you love.
He'll take it.
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
All right, everyone, and welcome back. Myself, Jammers, one of the commentators for tonight, and that's not Nathan. Is that Nathan? That's not Nathan.
That's Nathan. You said I was gonna have good news, right? So this is the good news. The good news is that I got my co-host Nathan here on stream. Cat over here, you can see beautiful blue eyes over here. But that's not the only good news I have. There's also some other great news out there. Is that if you ever want to catch all of the esports stuff going on this PlayStation channel, they've got a new YouTube channel here, so check it out here, youtube.com/@PlayStation PlayStation Esports over here. Check out everything that's been going on. I know Nathan here is all excited about that. He definitely wants to sub to the channel and watch all of the action on PlayStation Esports.
I mean, Nathan, you are brimming with excitement. I can tell how ecstatic you are. But Nathan, to put you out your misery and get your dinner from your owner, we're gonna show the bracket instead. That's what we are gonna do. And
All right, I'll let him go.
Nice. Nathan was struggling there on camera. Yes, this is what the bracket is looking like right now, ladies and gentlemen. The upper bracket final is looking like a classic. Flux Wave going up against El Chicote, and down in the low bracket semi-final, that is going to be old Pongalong going up against Truth God. Now, just to reiterate, we have mentioned this at the start of the show, just to remind you guys that the last three matches, the top three is a best 3 out of 5, so first 3 wins. The losers semi-final is going to be still a best 2 out of 3. So once the loser semi-final is done, then we move into 3 out of 5 territory. Glad we got that clear. Great, crystal clear. Hope you guys signed up to compete.playstation.com. You subscribe to the channel. I hope you did all that good stuff.
We're quizzing you all later. We're quizzing everybody in the chat later, okay? So you better have all that information all ready to go. So we're.
I'll go for it.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna hit them with what was Evo moment 36. Gotcha.
Oh jeez.
Gotcha.
Dang. Okay, asking the hard questions, the ones with no answers. Oh man. But Kaifan going up against El Chicote. Let's see if Kaifan can find an answer.
Oh no, this is the upper bracket final.
Chicote.
No, this is the upper bracket final. Sorry.
This is sorry. Flux waves over here. Sorry, this is Flux Waves versus El Chicote, not Kaifan. Sorry.
There you go.
So let's see if Flux Waves can find an answer for El Chicote, because if I'm not mistaken, he did lose to him in grand finals last time.
Yeah, I think they resorted to the Mika mirror in the end, but it looks like every time I watch these guys play and Flux picks Poison, he goes with the V-Skill 1, and I do think the V-Skill 1 is the better pick, because obviously you can punish the V-Skill 1, already set up a mix-up if you don't get the timing right, but it's still a very difficult matchup for Poison. I think that's the round. That is definitely the round. Attack on the Grey damage.
That's dead.
Yeah, attack on the Grey damage and you're done.
I mean, that EX command throw just always does so much damage. I mean, that's real grappler damage right there from Arnica. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you see, gets the hard knockdown. But then look at that. El Chicote just waking up with buttons, not even scared at all.
There's a Brimstone there, just in case the late tech comes through. Goes for the frame kill into another Brimstone. Can you get a third one? Oh, God.
Ooh, wow. Fluxway's just finding a regular throw out of there. Interesting.
Yeah, because obviously I think Chicote went to do delayed Lady Mika, and if you do a reversal throw, then you beat the timing of the Lady Mika. So.
Right.
That's plus.
Here we go. Just using that to get in. Just using that to get in. Oh, walks right out of the range.
Super. Yeah.
Super. Yeah, this is gonna kill. I don't even need to ask the question. This one for sure is killing. Ugh.
Damn. I am going to miss this super in the next game. I'm gonna miss it. I'm not gonna lie.
Who do you have all lined up? Like which character interests you the most right now out of all the characters?
Manon and Cammy right now. I don't want to revisit Chun-Li.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. Gets the microphone charged up. You can see the V-Skill 1 shining down there on Mika's side, so he's able to combo a command throw if he wants to.
Oh, misses the heavy heart rate there. He had the right answer, but he's too far away. Gets clicked to shooting Peach there in the corner.
Ooh, wasn't punished in time. Didn't go for the EX after the standing strong, after the standing medium punch connected. I like that V reversal. Good stuff.
I think Chicote was sensing a V shift. That's what I was waiting for. But V reversal, good stuff.
Yeah, doesn't want to deal with the heart rate mix-up. Nice, gets the meaty and the juggle. Here we go, guess for game. Go for the EX. Yeah, I was just about to say. You know, Chicote likes to finish rounds with that.
Oh,
was
no,
that in time? Yes. Not quite.
Wow.
V-shift actually worked. No anti-air. Oh,
wow. Dude,
That
was getting so scrambly there. We didn't know how Chicote wanted to like basically hunt down a V-shift or get the hard read, and luckily there was just enough range, or basically I think it was a slight miscalculation of spacing, because if Chicote was a pixel closer, he would have got that round. But heart rate, the slow start up, it paid off there.
Yeah, it almost looked like the EX heart rate had like a tiny bit of almost like a backswing blow kind of thing. Like, I swear it looked like it dodged it, but because like you said, it was just at least like 1 or 2 pixels out from getting hit.
No punish on the non-charge dropkick. Poison's got a really good stand light kick, so I think he should try and punish that non-charge dropkick. Maybe he's not confident in it, so...
Oh no! Caught him right when he was hitting buttons, so good. Oh, but look at this. Tried to get, put Flux Waves back in the corner, but a punish on that down medium punch from the air.
Okay, tried a V-reversal there. He tried a V-reversal, but Sand Fierce came out, which is unfortunate. Gets the Brimstone. He might have to go for a regular throw this time. Reversal.
Again, that V-reversal, so still trapped in the corner. Didn't quite get the whip. Nice crouching light kick. What a reaction with the crouching medium punch, the anti-air.
Chase down.
Stood up into it.
Nice air to air again. He's been super fast with those reactions there on that air to air, and then okay.
Interesting. What was he trying to read there? But what a dash up throw from Flux Waves, and Flux Waves starting off really strong here against El Chicote. Is this his week? Is this his month here to take the PlayStation Fight Nights, or are my commentators cursing him right now?
Hold on a minute, because he's got to watch out for the jump and the drop kicks here. You know, he already blocked the drop kick in time, but the blocks.
Plus, goes for the tick throw.
Back dash is there. Now that's where he could have done the V skill, but he wasn't quite ready for it there, Flux. So he's going to take this 3-piece. The V trigger. Nice conversion.
Oh,
nice.
Juggle, yep. There we go. And all the way to the corner. What? It caught him out of the non-drop kick, drop kick.
Oh, in a minute, he's going to take this grab, doesn't he? Yeah.
And like we said, that is how Chicote likes to close out rounds, is with that command throw. Always kind of have to be ready for it.
I'm just walking away. Yeah, he's trying to sense a jump or any sort of arbitrary approach there from El Chicote, but he's trying to play it frame tight as well as do a slight delay here and there, but very safe at the moment. Good delay on the heart rate. You can make that a non-true.
Yeah.
You can make that a non-true string, so you can get try and allow the opponent to think they can jump when they can't. So.
Okay, here comes El Chicote with his corner pressure. Nice interruption this time for Flux Waves. Uses the V-trigger activation, fakes the combo, and gets the back throw into the corner. You can see how much life he's losing from the Molotov.
Oh, good. Wow, okay. Maybe if he hits some there, didn't quite work out. That's going to be... Oh, guess for game. This is guess for game. Throw tech.
What a... Wow, and then... No, he dropped the combo! He dropped the combo. It might have been a late cancel on the jab. Like, there's that slight window, and he might have just accidentally did it so late that Poison was able to recover in time.
It looked like he treated that like a link. But yeah, no, you might be right. You might be right. I find it weird when there's this thing in this game where you input a light into a special a million times, and then there's this one odd occasion where it doesn't work.
Right.
It happens.
No, I
it
know
happens when I've done it with Poison. Stand light kick into her medium up kick, and it's like, hang on, I've been doing this for ages. Why does it not work now?
Yeah, I definitely like. Sometimes it feels like you did it too fast or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. I know exactly what you're talking about. Ooh, double dash, command throw. Here we go. Meaty pressure, chases down the jump, regular throw.
Here comes that leak around, and then armor through. There's the stun. Oh, okay. He got the stun anyway, but he should be all right. Should be all right.
Not quite enough to kill yet. Oh, actually follows up with the entire break. Oh, okay. Double low. Catches Flux Wave standing up, trying to do something. El Chicote trying to get one game on the board against Flux Waves right now. Very interesting situation.
Double dash into the brimstone. He needs to make something happen here, James, and he's trying to do that as quickly as he can, but mighty swing out of the corner. I like it.
Yeah, what a fortunate swing, but here we go. You're going all the way to the corner basically anyway. Look at that. Look at the corner carry on that. All the way to the corner. But then just jumps out of there. Does not go for a tick throw maybe this time. Nope. Just goes for the standard pressure. Building up all his gray health.
Nice. Gonna get the conversion as well. EX haven't line. No, he didn't spend it. He did not spend it.
Finally goes for the tick throw.
Boy.
Shimmy! Flux Waves is one round away from sending El Chicote to loser's bracket.
It's heart rate as well. Watch out for the jump very soon. He might get pretty frustrated here. Who knows? There's a drop kick. Good jab check.
Good check.
Okay, jump forward.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, maybe expecting Flux Waves to wake up with a backdash. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that armor. Always gotta watch out for that armor.
He tried to go for the most optimized answer, when again, that's where the VC would have paid dividends there for Flux, but he's gonna be guessed for game, and it might be the round. Yeah, that's gonna be the round.
Oof.
Actually, there's a bit of escape.
EX. Oh, okay.
Nice jump.
What a jump. He always tries to finish the round with that, like I said. Goes for the knockdown, the throw. Look at this. Flux Waves. Can he do this? That's gonna hit!
Yeah,
activation, but the dash go!
Nah, okay. I'm very surprised that he didn't pay more attention to that scenario, because if you land a forward throw with poison and Mika gets the V-trigger or has the V-trigger available, if you don't have the health and they're calling the Desco, you've lost. There's nothing. The only thing you could have done there is if you had super, you activate.
Right.
So you do your button. Sorry. You throw. Mika wakes up with their reversal. You press your button into V trigger and then you super. That's what you do.
Right.
That's like the only way to escape that scenario, as far as I can remember anyway. I'm surprised he didn't try to bait that and take the guess, but again.
I just don't think he thought of it at the time. So El Chicote, it's gonna get in with the Nadeshko. Nadeshko's putting in work. I mean, I still don't know how it's legal in the Street Fighter terms that that Mika gets to fight with an assist. Nobody else does.
I mean, nice combo there. 2 bars. He's been using that a fair bit on the V skill 1, the perfume swing, and that basically enhances damage, because that's the more damaging V skill in a combo. Yeah, go back to what I was saying. I mean, like Aura throws rocks at you. I'm just saying.
True. And you know what? To be fair, Akira also has an assist, right?
Yeah.
Calls out Daigo. Daigo comes out and just does a giant flaming geyser, and it's just like, not sure how that's fair, but whatever. I don't think there's rules here, so.
Alright, the reversal in there for Chicote, gets the giant swing to get the positional advantage. I agree with this. Watch out for the peach. Just waiting. Oh, there it is.
Swap peach like that.
What a jump.
Nice check, but again, goes for the command throw. Yeah, Flux has been getting away from a lot of those command throws. Goes for the meaty throw.
He knows. He knew now.
Yeah, last time. Oh, but Nadeshko's still coming. Nice V reversal time. Wow! Just wake up with the EX to reach out and touch someone right there. El Chicote trying to tie this up 2-2.
I think that's a very brazen choice from Chicote, but like again, you got to make those reads sometimes, man. And let's see what Fluxways can do. Hopefully that hasn't kind of shaken his momentum, his mental game.
You see Fluxways a lot of times when he goes for that EX heart rate, he goes for a second one almost immediately.
He's trying to read
Spends a lot of those reasons. Whoa! What a
he tried
check.
he tried to read the drop kick, but Flux was ready and waiting. Good heart rate. And that's it. That's it.
And a punish! And a punish! And there it is! Fluxwaves taking down El Chicote here in the winners finals 3-1. And so he's going to advance to grand finals, where he's going to wait to see who makes it all the way back out of the bracket against him.
Well played to Fluxwaves there. Solid performance, because usually it goes the other way. They either do the Mikamira or this, Chicote has done his homework in the poison matchup. But again, stubbornness goes a long way, especially at these levels. When you feel your opponent's trying to steal frames, as we say, or take turns when they shouldn't be taking turns in a fighting game, that's when you can be more obligated to press heavier buttons, get the heavier commitments in, and then get the rewards for that. That's what they do. I love Fluxways air-to-airs. There was a couple of times I think the V-skill would have saved him from scenarios, but I don't think, like you said, James, a good call. He probably wasn't thinking about the scenarios, but if they do have that potential run back, he will take these things into consideration, because we definitely know El Chicote will come back with a vengeance.
Yeah. So El Chicote right now is just going to be trying to get through that loser's bracket. He's going to fight whoever makes it out of the loser's bracket. Let's see if we can take a look at the bracket, see what the situation is down on the lower half of the bracket. We had gotten to at least the two players in the lower semifinals right there. Yeah, you see old Pongalong and Truth God. They're going to be playing on stream here. I'm assuming either that or they're playing currently. Their match is going right now. But El Chicote is going to fight whoever wins between those two, and then is going to be trying to get his rematch with Fluxwaves. And again, I don't want to say it's a given, but obviously El Chicote, the favorite probably to make it out of that loser side bracket, just on the basis that he's already in losers finals, and obviously clearly a strong player. But I'd love to see that upset.
Well, we'll see. I feel sometimes the Truth God, he gets the short end of the stick, so all he's had to do, or mainly he's had to fight zoners all day. He had a Dan mirror, and then he just gets rewarded with zoners. So he basically has to throw everything in the kitchen sink at his opponents to really galvanize them into doing something or make things slightly more conducive to him. But then, like you said, his opponent's just got to be cognizant with his approach and how he wants to handle things. But then again, old Pongalong, unfortunately, he's made it back to this point, or up to this point. I respect it, but there's times where I feel there's players who force scrambles and win the scramble, and then there's players who just win the scramble, and then there's other people who they're just not good at either. I kind of put Pongalong in the middle. He doesn't force a scramble. He can potentially win it. But I think there's some characters that really don't allow him to, but they don't give any breathing room at all. And God bless him, he's in his mid-30s, late 30s. It's like sometimes I've got enough things to deal with. I don't need you coming at me like a dangerous locomotive. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if we have some information over here on what match we're expecting up next here on stream, but I'm sure we'll get that up here as soon as we can. Shout outs to all the guys, in the back room running this event all the time. A lot of the times the TOs and the people doing all the streaming and the audio and all that stuff don't get the credit that they deserve. So shout outs to them for this entire, run of Street Fighter V Fight Nights here on the PlayStation channel. Obviously, we're hoping that Street Fighter 6 and PlayStation Fight Nights continues forward, because that game is coming out, like you said, in 17 days, which is, for you now, 16 days, right? So
16 days. 16 days indeed. But we'll look forward to it. But again, we like just calling the action over fighting games. Hopefully you guys, the viewers, are enjoying this as much as we are. Don't forget, share the stream, twitch.tv/PlayStation. Let everybody know that we're talking about some Street Fighter 5. I know. Oh, you guys playing that other game that's not out yet. You play the demo and but watch something that's live, not pre-recorded.
This weekend.
Join us. Yes, there is an open beta. I know I can definitely play it on Saturday. Saturday I can, no, Friday I can definitely play it. Saturday I'm not sure if I can play it the whole day. But again, those gaming sessions are fun, and they're gonna come in full abundance when the game drops, because it's just like, yeah, man, wake up at 8 a.m. and play till, you know, for 24 hours with breaks in between and Uber Eats and whatnot. You're gonna turn it into a real gaming session, aren't we? Like,
oh man, yeah. But I mean, it's exciting. When a new game comes out, it's always one of the most exciting periods of time, because everyone's finding all this crazy stuff. And, you know, it's just the first few tournaments are going to be such a bloodbath, because people are going to get hit by things that they ain't never seen before. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
yeah, looking forward to it indeed. So yes, we do appreciate your patience as we do get things lined up. Obviously, if you are just joining us, we did have Flux Wave just beat El Chicote in the upper bracket final 3-1. Yeah. So he's going to be sitting pretty in the grand final of the winner's side. El Chicote is in the loser's side. He's just awaiting his opponent between Truth God and Old Pongalong. So I'm going to take a educated guess and say that's actually happening off stream while we get things sorted out here. But again, do not forget.
Nice thing for Flux Waves, though, you know, being in grand finals, guaranteed at least $150. So it's either $200 or $150. Again, $100 to third place, fourth place with $50. So that's what they're playing for here again. So it's just a nice little chunk of change for yourself for a nice little evening.
All right, here we go. So we are actually going to be seeing the lower bracket semi-final here, which is the best of three between Old Pongalong and Truth God. And yeah, just going off of the prize money thing that James was talking about just a moment ago. Look, the landscape of things is changing slowly, you know, swiftly, however you want to see it. The landscape of things is changing, so there's a lot more tournaments online or offline where you get some sort of remuneration or you get some sort of a monetary gain, right? So it just depends on how you look at it and your situation, which allows you to enter the tournament or whatnot. So, and again, top four do get a payout here. So these guys are playing for $100. If whoever loses here, they get 50. Yeah, 50. I think that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yes. $50. Yeah. The crazy thing about it is, man, I tell you, when Street Fighter 6 comes out, there are going to be so many online tournaments. So,
dude, I think there's going to be one every day of the week. I think there's going to be one every day of the week.
There's going to be multiple every day of the week, honestly. You're going to have that situation where brackets are going to be delayed because somebody is playing in one of the other tournaments, you know?
Yeah, honestly, man. It's going to be a positively chaotic time. Depending on who you ask. Depending on who you ask.
All right. But it is Dan here. Yeah, Dan is essentially a joke character, but he's not a joke character in terms of how strong he is in this game. So a lot of people still put him a little bit on the lower end of the brackets, but then you've got the people like Akainu literally taking salt mine leagues, you know, with this character. And that's, I mean, you got players like Fort Phil's and, you know, Ending Walker, etc. in a tournament like that. So being able to win with a Dan obviously shows how strong this character can be.
Oh, what the? Huh? Okay. He won the round anyway. Yeah, very awkward, unorthodox cross up there, but he spent the bar on EX Mexican when he didn't need to, but I don't blame him because that scenario is a bit wild, so I'll go with what I know. Yeah, straight in there as well. And this is what it is. He's using Dankukaku in a way where you can't liberally press your long limbed attacks because he's probably going to beat them or make you think twice about it. And then he's going to try and do back. Yeah, okay, something like that.
I mean, that is the advantage of going with this V skill that he has, is he can turn those Dankukakus into, you know, obviously minus frames, but at least not punishable, right? Just try to get in there so against a character like that. Nice teleport timing. Punish that fireball attempt.
Yeah, all the V skill one really does is outside of a combo extension, it basically, if you throw out a negative move, you're not in throw range anymore, so there's no real mix-up. Oh wow, he's getting hit by the teleports. Teleport away.
Get him? No. Oh, he's hit the fireball. That's why the hit reel in the air was so awkward. Oh, he's gonna land on that. Not quite. Oh, cooked. Oh, he doesn't have any life anyway, so it doesn't matter. Teleport. Yep.
Yeah, he knew not to press anything this time because of what happened last time.
Yeah. Trying to get in there. Oh, what a teleport to escape. Here we go. Minus frames. And yeah, wow. Look at that. Truth God actually tried to hit a button in that situation again. That is minus, so not sure what he was trying to go for.
No, I think he thought he deterred him with the EXDP before, but he's not buying it.
Right.
He's not buying it. Throw tech. Throw tech again.
Nice.
Good defensive.
That opportunity to teleport to the other side.
Yeah, good defensive sequence here from old Pongalong. I love that he's keeping up with this, but it's getting a bit crazy now. So and he's losing health by the second.
What in the world? He activated that like the first frame Dalsum registered on the other side, so it just looked so weird, like he was throwing the fireball in the wrong direction. So funny.
Okay,
gets in there, but yep, again minus frames. But tried to go for something afterwards.
Low forward, he didn't cancel it. He could have gone into EX Dan Kukaku and just played it negative anyway, but he's activated the B trigger, and wow.
Ooh! What a reaction!
Why not?
You float above there, you hit him with the jump heavy punch. It's not gonna combo, and you know what? Just throw this out there. Old Pongalong was probably hoping that he could combo the landing button, but he did not, and Truth God just used that gap.
Do you know what? But
Got
do you know what
the
it is?
EXDP.
It's a case where I actually don't do this a lot. I think more people should try and do this, as annoying it can be if you're on the receiving end. In situations like that, just input the DP. There's a slim chance that it's gonna connect. If it doesn't, then you know it wasn't supposed to work. But if it does, it works out, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, after I block jump attacks to get hit by jump attacks, I do DP a lot because if they mess up their block string or combo, I can punish them for it. But people who know me know I like to do that a lot, and they will just block after a jump attack and watch me fly into the air to die.
Wait,
whoa, that was a weird cross up.
Was that a jump like kick or was that the V skill? That must have been a jump like kick.
I'm not sure, but that was such a weird looking cross up. Wow, made it right over, gets the throw, and then the meaty, look at this. Truth God looking good here. He's one round away from getting into losers finals versus El Chicote.
Alright, gonna go to the EX Yoga Flame, goes to the Sam, or the jump medium punch, air reset there. Gotta go for the air to air there, Truth God, but not quite working out.
It's one of those frustrating things when you fight Dalsum and you jump at him at the cross-up distance, and then they slide, and then they're just out of there.
Backing up in a minute here, Joe's out the Yoga Fire. Chases him down.
Ooh, did he? I think Pongalong swung in the air so he couldn't punish that Tanko Cat.
Teleports, and that's punishable because that looked like it had barely any hits onto it. But he takes the round there with EX Yoga Flame. And again, he's having to be really active on defense and commit to these hard things, man, whether it be the button or the throw tech. And he's been airborne a fair bit, but that's only because Truth God's given him the room to be airborne. Air to air, watch out, watch out.
Nice challenge. That fireball's still coming. So he jumps back over it the other way. I love it. Good DP reaction. Yeah, we're gonna expect a oh, he made it right over that fireball. Wow. And then look at this, the EX Denkukaku catching out of the air. You gotta watch out for an EXDP at this point in time after in a negative situation, but no more meter now.
Block. V-trigger's coming soon if he gets the opportunity. Another throw tech there. Here it comes, V-reversal. There it is.
Ooh, okay. Staying away from that fireball again. Clips him, gets in.
No punish.
That's punishable, but he thought it was gonna hit more times.
And that's it.
Oh boy, that's it. That's it. And Truth God getting into losers finals. That means old Pongalong gonna exit this tournament with $50. Definitely nothing to sneeze at over here. So well done to old Pongalong, but Truth God right now is guaranteed at least $100, and you know he's gonna want more than that. So if he can take out El Chicote, he's gonna get that $100. So let's see if he can pull that off, or at least put himself in contention even for the $200 as well by getting into grand finals.
Yeah, a fantastic way to build momentum there, especially off old Pongalong. He's not easy to pin down. Again, as you can clearly see, the way that Truth God's play style, he was executing it. That's probably the way that works against the zoners, especially with how frustrating and maybe the unfamiliarity card being played there with that V skill 1. But again, you're going up against one of the creme de la creme in North America, the Midwest, and especially in these PlayStation Fight Night tournaments. So maybe he's going to have to employ a different tactic. Maybe has to, again, because when you see someone play at the pace that he's playing at, Truth God, some guys are able to basically play at the same speed or basically, you know, turn up a notch, turn up a gear and really overwhelm you when you have to be the one defending. But someone once told me, I watched in a YouTube video, you want to be the one causing the problems, not solving them. And Truth God's been the one that's been causing a lot of the problems today in today's bracket. So,
absolutely.
I like the way we're doing it.
Causing problems. Someone definitely here is not enjoying the problems being caused by me right now.
Well, yeah, okay.
I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if you heard that one.
Oh, I heard it.
She was not having it. She was not having it. Oh man!
How dare you put me on camera and not give me my fee? Listen, cats deserve appearance fees as well. You know, that's my.
Hey, look, man. What do you think? What do you think my payment goes to, man? Cat food and cat toys, man. It's the way it goes. So they definitely get the benefits of it. So.
But yes, we should be teeing up this next match for you guys right now. Like we said,
someone
is the
says
lower bracket final. So let's get that.
Someone in the chat says they recognize Berserk on the shelf back there. Huh? Is that right? Is that right?
I hate to break it to you. I actually don't have Berserk here. I want to get the deluxe editions of Berserk. They're these humongous books, but they do cost a fair bit of money for one volume. It's not Berserk. You might. No, there's no Berserk here. There's definitely no Berserk here. I can tell you some titles, but Berserk is not here, unfortunately. I don't know.
Okay.
What you see and what I know is here are two different things. So. Anyway, I know.
Here we go. You know what? What we're seeing here is Truth God going up against El Chicote. So let's get into this match and find out who can get into grand finals.
All right, this is first of 3 wins. So best of 5 here. So I really want to see how Truth God handles this now, because he's gonna have to do a little bit more defending now. And it might not be as easy because he might be inclined to do a bit more reversals in defensive scenarios that we're used to seeing, right? So.
Yeah, but Chicote is building up some good information here. We've seen twice already. Truth God has not countered the fully charged drop kick. No check out of the air. Oh no, it didn't reach. Wow. And then Nadeshko just missed. And there it again. Third charge drop kick finding its mark.
There you go. There's a reversal I was talking about. He's going to do it in more traditional defensive situations. Air to air. He's been pretty clean with those air to air jump fears. And that's a B skill.
It is a cross. Yeah, it is actually just a cross up V skill. That's crazy. I like the idea. Oh, didn't quite make it over. Wow. And that air reset was great because it made that Dakukak way more plus.
Oh, he waited for the jump, actually. I saw him wait for the jump there, El Chicote, but I think he wasn't sure.
Nice low, but didn't confirm it into a comboable special. That wasn't counter hit, so didn't get the hit. Tries to sneak in there. What a throw tech! And then backing off and whiff punishing with the EX Flying Peach. What?
Hey man,
what a sequence!
Good intuition there, just to backdash and generate some space, and then the instant reaction. So I like that.
So there we go. That was the first time Truth God got away from that drop kick, and not only that, but got a big neutral jump punish on it. No cancel into the V skill there.
There, no V shift as well. Oh, that's gonna be stunned. Yeah, and he's got basically. Is he gonna combo to super? Yeah, he will. Okay.
Oh, okay. He's gonna get a little extra damage. Is this gonna kill?
No. No, he's still alive. Yeah, it's definitely not.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, what a trade. Oh, Chicote is just ready for it. He's got that crouching medium punch on lock. Nice reaction.
Yeah,
Chicote.
Here's the
up
thing,
one.
right? You see a significant difference in gameplay here for Truth God, because before he's still implementing it, he's still utilizing the Dankyukakus, but not to the same frequency he's using against his opponents in the previous matches he's had today. I've seen him more resorting to neutral jump fierces, jumping, trying to do reversals here and there. So his aggressive style is not always going to work out, because this is where his defense is going to be tested.
Okay, gets the jump in here, gets the cross up. There's that medium kick, and again, Truth God just blocking. I mean, when Mika gets into drop kick range, that's just one of the first things you gotta be looking out for. There it is again, that cross up jumping taunt. It's so crazy.
Yeah, it looks very weird,
love
but I like that Chicote is aware that it's a cross up. So.
Oh, I love using the armor. Saw that startup, so he's like, I can just armor right through there. Here we go.
Yeah.
Nice escape from the EXDP. El Chicote looking like he's firing on all cylinders now.
Which is fantastic to see. He's had a good read on Truth God's defense and spacing on the down kicks as well. He's going to have to change up some sort of tactic. You can't keep relying on that. Reversal might come shortly. There it is. Yep, there it is.
As soon as you said it. Watch out for the drop kick. Oh, he actually just checked with the crouching light kick. Gets that cross up. V skill 1 again, minus frames. No, he tried to throw a little too early.
Okay, yeah, just checking it with the stand. Medium punch is a 5-frame move, so it is legitimate to press in that scenario. Catches him airborne with the wingless airplay.
Good catch, yeah. And now, right now, it seems like El Chicote has managed to shut down a lot of what Truth God wants to do. Truth God having trouble finding a way in. Okay, he does get in there, but again, El Chicote is like, I'm just going to block this and then I'm going to take my turn, or I'm going to V-reversal it. Truth God probably is going to go for that into an EXDP very, very soon. Oh, catches the backdash, actually.
Running away at the moment here. EX down Kukaku's coming if he gets right in that range. And there's a sweep activate. No, he doesn't activate. He doesn't need to. Just waiting it out. I like this. See? Chicote's forced him to play like this.
Oh, nice. What a whiff punish. That was so good. Plus,
okay. He wants that. He's trying to get that to meaty so he gets that conversion, but he's not quite getting the timing right.
oh, has he got the...
Chip. It was chip.
Wow. Yeah.
Good choice. I like
Nice.
that. It's Mika
Because
what
Mika
they
doesn't
hit, but
have
I
anything. I don't think Mika would have had anything to get himself out of that situation.
No, unless he did super back. No, I think he's still recovering from the thing, the V-trigger, so.
I didn't see if he had the super available. Oh, what a backdash away from the command throw. Here we go. To the corner we go. And, okay, he's going for the full combo here. Yeah, look at this. A lot of scaling, but just adding up those little tiny hits.
That could have been anti at that jump hard punch. That was way too high. What's up? Reversal is there.
Here comes El Chicote.
Wake up, bottom.
Alright,
Truth
you're
God's
gonna land in that. You gotta block.
not going down without
Nice
a fight.
challenge. I love it. I love the... Oh, no, you got crushed. And the stun. Oh, what a great round for Truth God. But Chicote clutching it out, finding a way to get that victory. That is what the strongest players out there do. Find a way to get the win. And that is exactly what El Chicote did there. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, looking good here. It was close to being 1-1, but it's actually 2-0 now. Again, the scoreline says it all if you're just looking at it as black and white, 2-0 there, but these games have been pretty damn close. But we're looking at a potential 3-0 here from Chicote, unless Truth God has something to say and make those necessary adjustments to stay in this first 3.
Ooh. Yeah, the crazy thing about it, honestly, Truth God's been playing great. Like, it's been great matches. The fact that it's 2-0 really doesn't tell the whole story over here. I really like how Truth God has been playing. But
he's waiting for it. Yeah, he's waiting for the down kicks now. He knows.
Oh no, too far away. He got greedy. He tried to go for the maximum punish right there. Nadeshko comes in, catches him with the... Oh, the mix-up here. But finally, a wake-up EXDP from Truth God.
That was like a season 1 mix-up there that he did with the crush cannon to crouch fierce there. I guess it still works out. Oh, back to row. Can't jump.
The heavy kick moved her forward a little bit. Oh, that heavy kick moved her forward just enough that Truth God's cross-up did not hit El Chicote at match point.
Alright, gets the hit confirmed into EX Shooting Peach, chasing down here. We're going to see a reversal. Is he going to wait? He tried to do the reversal, didn't quite work out.
Yeah. And it worked out really well for him. Oh, gets the hit out of the air to keep the pressure going. He's working on the stun, but a great read by El Chicote. I mean, that's just to get out of the corner, obviously, as well. Wow, he did the back roll into the taunt.
I forget
Too
he can
far
do
away,
that.
Chicote. Chicote tried to get maximum damage there, but now he's just tossing microphones all day.
But he wants his
V
V-trigger.
God?
Nah, he wants his V-trigger. That's why he's doing all those whiff taunts. That's what he wants. He's got one to get in there. Here he comes. Oh, hold on a minute. He's got a guess. Oh no, that could have been it. That could have been it.
Yeah, I don't think Chicote thought he was going to get hit. Truth God goes for a shimmy. Chicote with the patience. What a punish on the EX. Oh, and then finally the read on the EX. Wake up. Chicote taking it over Truth God. But again, Truth God played really, really well, man. I gotta say, that was a great fight right there, despite the 3-0. Truth God playing really, really solidly there. Really exciting to see. And yeah, I'm a fan of Truth God.
Yeah, man. No, I like watching his Dan, and as the set stretched out, as it became more elongated, you saw his playstyle changing, kind of to his detriment. He had to slow down. It's like, okay, my usual approach isn't working. When I throw out these moves, they're getting with punish, whether it be by EX Shooting Peach because of the armor, or they're getting anti-ed because you are considered airborne by the wingless airplane, right? He had a couple of, or 1 or 2 execution errors. I think he tried to be greedy, as you mentioned before. He did get counter hits, but he tried to go for the full counter hit conversion. Didn't quite work out. Right. So things are just kind of, it was kind of like a Jenga thing. It's like you just pull out one piece and everything else just falls apart. The game plan just capitulates and crumbles from there. So that was unfortunate there for Truth God, but well played. Always enjoy watching your Dan. Can't wait to see what you do in Street Fighter 6, or what character you're interested in Street Fighter 6. But in the meantime, we need to get an updated look on the bracket. So we should have come. That was our penultimate match. We should come to our final match of the night. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for sticking with us from start till this point now. And it's a classic within the PlayStation Fight Nights here in the North American region. Flux Waves going up against El Chicote. This time El Chicote is in the lower bracket side, which means he has to win 6 games in total. First 3 games, he basically resets the bracket and puts Flux Waves in the same position as him. And he's got to win 3 games to win the tournament or close it out. Flux Waves only has to win 3 games to close out the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, this is the I mean, Flux Waves, as I mentioned many times already, usually comes from the losers bracket. Usually has to take 2 sets here, but he is in prime position, and having already defeated El Chicote with a 3-1 in the winners finals, he's got to be feeling good about himself. So he's probably going to go with that poison again. Now, here's the thing, right? So we've seen El Chicote use that Lucia, and I don't think Lucia does bad against poison. In fact, we've seen Kawano literally pick Lucia to counter Fudo's poison. That is definitely an option on the table for El Chicote to go with Lucia against the poison. So let's see if that's something that that happens here.
I think depending on how much time they have, I think so
just gonna stay with the Mika.
Yeah, just going off what James was saying before, sticking with the poison pick it's wise, because you beat him once 3-1, so you're going to think, oh, I should be able to do it again, or continue that momentum and that success. I would be interested to see if things don't work out, he changes character, just to kind of throw Chicote off his game. But these guys have played long enough, so Chicote knows his roster. So I don't think you can surprise him at this point, unless you bring out your old Abigail.
Well, I do want to mention, because I see Truth God in the chat. He says GG's, and yeah, I definitely want to say good game to him. Like I said, definitely a big fan of his Dan. So really to see him continuing to play in these and do really well. Oh no, no V reversals for you.
No, so the V reversals to
Close.
reduce the stun, so he gets a guess, but then yeah, he's gonna lose the first round anyway. Backdash, drop kick. Oh, didn't even need to. Just backdash into wingless airplay.
Sorry for all the microphone noise. My cat is rubbing his head on the microphone, so here we go.
Yeah, he's trying to get his commentary time. He has a fee. He's trying to earn his money. I respect him.
Yeah. Get out of here, Nathan. Get out of here. Stop trying to take my money. Alright, plus frames on the heart rate again. No more meter, however. Oh, can he throw in time maybe? No, didn't go for the throw, just went for the poke instead.
I think he tried to do a tick throw, but it didn't quite work out. Whoa, shooting peaches are coming in full force as a punish. Not that throw,
too close, that one. Here we go, more Nadeshko coming in here. Oh, that's going to be the juggle, but not anything afterwards. But look out, here comes corner Mika. So scary still. Nice challenge.
Yeah, crouching attacks can beat the V skill, just like crouching attacks can beat Mika's crouching medium punch. Mika in certain situations, good jump.
What a neutral jump. Yeah, here we go. And that's a lot of meter for El Chicote to go down, you know, to lose coming into this round here with absolutely no resources and Flux Waves sitting on the full resource and using one of them for the throw. Tick throw this time? Yep. But the walk backwards from El Chicote. Double tick.
And he's already got a bar back, James, from just that throw pressure and using stand fist into the cancels. Crush counter.
Oh, a reset after the clap?
Yeah, the
Stun?
classic. And it's going to be another reset here. Oh, he's going to do the whole combo? He's going to do the whole combo? No reset. Yeah.
And then just goes for the meaty button. And yeah, Flex was confident Chicote was going to try to finish the round off perhaps with the command throw. And so instead, Flux tries to do something and Chicote goes with the meaty, links into the EX wingless airplane, not wingless airplane, flying peach, and takes game number 1.
Yes, looking solid and making those adjustments thus far. A couple of resets were there, and obviously Chicote gets right, Flux gets wrong, but again, that's what 50-50s are all about. Sometimes you get heads, the other times you get tails. Good read on the jump with the heavy heart rate. And again.
Nice read on the jump and chases the backdash with the V skill 1 plus frames, not going for the tick throw that time.
Oh,
going
okay.
for the frame trap and say, wow, see how far he walked forward? Wow.
I thought he was going to throw him, but he didn't.
No fear.
Just block it out. Yeah, that's plus.
There we go.
There we go. The frustration's starting to kick in here, especially when Poison gets a life lead, then you start to see the way that, yeah, Mika wants to approach the matchup. It gets a little bit more unorthodox, sort of much more aggro than you'd expect, but that's what Mika has to do, because once she knocks Poison down, what can she really do?
Yep, this is what we're seeing right here. Oh, good interruption on that crouching heavy punch. I didn't see that coming. I would have froze for sure. Speaking of freezing, block that drop kick, but I love the V reversal just to not to deal with that. V set out of the air. Is that in time? Oh, he went for the air one.
A lot of damage. That was a lot of damage here. And a confirm as well. And that's going to be the round. That should be the round. Why did he not? Okay, didn't need to. All right. I was a bit worried there because I'm like, hold on, you have V-Trigger. You have V-Trigger. You can do the whole V-Trigger combo and win. But, hey, he knew the damage from that situation. And to be fair, he played it safe because I know EX Shooting Peach is minus... It used to be minus 10, but then they made it at some point like minus 17 or something. So it was crazy double digits. So Poison can get a really fat punish from that.
I mean, normally if you cancel the V-Trigger, obviously you create a lot of scaling, but the nice thing about Molotovs is that the burn is not scaled, so it always does good amounts of damage, but I guess he knew he didn't need to go, he didn't need it, so...
Well, it's going to be a reset here or not. It's going to be a knockdown for the heavy shooting Peach. He's going to have to firm this, but he doesn't want to take that guess. Here comes another grab. Good throw tech.
Down medium punch, changing the jump timing, getting past the anti-air.
It looks
No
like
tick throw.
It looks like Chicote's walking away, so I'm surprised that Flux isn't trying to do a crouching medium kick to stop him from walking back and getting a combo. Yeah, just take the Molotov. That's
You
fine.
notice they always try to walk away. You know they always try to walk away from the throws. You gotta go for the low. You gotta keep them honest.
Oh, we got him.
Oh, that was far.
Got him.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So Flux Waves has got nearly super built up here as well. Trying to get the reads on the jumps again, but he's not always going to be successful with that. And you got to be careful because the whip attack after the heavy heart rate whiffs, you could be in super trouble. So we'll see. Oh!
Back throw. No, that put Flux Waves into the corner. God, oh my gosh, the gray life. But he gets the crush. Here we go. Gets the activation as well. Not going to throw any Molotovs yet. Holds on to him and just throws it right over her head. But here we go, finally getting the roasting. You see El Chicote walk backwards to escape the flames.
We could get a... Never mind. Okay, never mind. I'd be like, depending on what would have happened, we would have had some rare footage of Poison getting 2 V-Trigger 1s in a round. That almost never happened.
Rare footage of Daigo being angry. Here we go, towards the corner.
Punish? Oh, dude, I think you can punish that.
Looked like he had his mind set up. He was trying to get out of the corner already. So when he saw that opportunity, his brain was already making him jump forward. Nice jump away from the drop kick. Doesn't want to block that at all. Doesn't want to deal with that. And there's a whiff punish. Poison can easily whiff punish that with how far her standing heavy punch goes.
Yeah, he walked away because he thinks the Deshko's coming, but not yet. It's got to be when Fluxwig has a little less health. But here comes the activation from the Deshko. Wake up button to throw. Avoids it. Watch out for the super. Yeah. And Chicote knew that as well. Punish. Oh, wow.
Oh, he just went for everything right there. And then Flux with the back throw instead of a combo to kill. I mean, I guess he knew the back throw was going to be enough to do it, but man, I saw the back throw and I was like, no! Like, I can see the slow motion action film, no! But it worked.
He's got you and me both with combos like, hang on a minute, you could have, oh, never mind. And it's just like, yeah, so, he can do that. I don't blame Chicote for doing a punishable drop kick into the EX Peach, just in case Flux did try to challenge. I'm pretty sure. Maybe from the absolute tip, the max distance of a non-charge drop kick, the light kick won't reach. But I think most ranges should be fine. But he's playing it safe. I'm not saying he's being super passive. He's playing it safe just to not risk it. And, you know, having that risk-averse play style, I respect it, to be honest.
Well, here we go. Flux Waves. 1 game away. Again, like you mentioned earlier, he needs to only win 1 set. If Chicote can bring this back, it will be 0-0 if Chicote can win 2 games in a row. If not, Flux Waves will be the winner and takes home the $200 prize. Can he pull this off?
Well, I imagine we're going to the character select screen, so maybe a V-Trigger swap, maybe a character swap to Lucia. There's limited hypotheticals here because there's not much.
I mean, it'll be interesting because if he switches to Lucia at this point in time, Flux Waves could counter potentially with, like, say, a Manat, right? Which can be kind of annoying to deal with. But nope, he's going to stick with the Mika. Chicote is sticking with the Mika.
But it was one of the theories I said. He's changed V-Triggers. He has changed V-Triggers.
Oh, okay.
I thought so.
Going with the chair instead.
The chair forces scrambles. Obviously, I think the V-Trigger 1 is more consistent, and obviously you have that one opportunity, but I feel if things are not working for you, like definitely forcing a scramble with the steel chair, it can work out.
Oh boy, he thought it was going to be a drop kick, but Chicote was actually close enough that the non-drop kick actually still hit the jab. Good anti-air from Flux, and the back throw gets him out of that corner pressure situation.
Oh, he wasn't hitting him until he got a heart rate there because he didn't want him to activate, but here it is. Can he force a scramble? Here it comes. Reversal. He's still got one more of them. Heart rate, and then it's the conversion. Not dead yet. Can he go low? Yeah, he tried. He's gonna wait. Yeah, just wait.
Chair, here it comes. Nice block. Trying to go for a left-right mix-up. Had the read on the jump. Flux Waves 1 round away. This is tournament point. He's been getting away with a lot of forward dashes into El Chicote. El Chicote has been checking some of these forward dashes, but if he can get this corner victory over here, he's not going to have to check any forward dashes. But Flux Waves just jumps out of there. Oh.
Hang on a minute. Anti-airing it, and I'm not seeing any body splashes from Chicote, which means he wants the huge damage from a raw jump in, but he thinks Flux is going to change up his tactics here. Gets the V skill finally.
Just raw V skill in there. Wow.
Oh, he's got to run away. Crush counter, gets a conversion, goes for a reset. Wow, the audacity. The audacity.
Yeah, because he get out of that corner situation. Here comes the chair, and Nadeshko doesn't care about fire. She just runs right through that. She's like, whatever.
That's it.
Flux,
That's
oh, he got the big hit into the super. That should do it, and Flux Waves is going to take it without the reset. 3-1 in winners finals over El Chicote. 3-1 in grand finals over El Chicote. Well done to Flux Waves, and congratulations.
Well played indeed by our pink-haired diva, the showstopper, played by Flux Wave. Solid. He repeated the performance he did in the upper bracket there. 3-1 again. We can see it there. Unlucky to El Chicote because he usually is the winner in the past couple of fight nights that we have done, that we have witnessed. But today, Flux Waves emerges on top. Came with a strategy. I think it's just more stubborn, and in these weird exchanges where these guys are really trying to play mind games, it's look, I've got more range and safer damage, and if it's blocked, it's safe from punishment. I didn't really see. I saw EX Peach, but not in the terms of using it as a punish. Because EX shooting Peach as a punish against Poison is actually pretty damn powerful. Because obviously heart rates are -6. Crouch Fierce obviously can be punished because it's like -11 or something like that.
Super Migas, yeah.
And when he did get frustrated to try and jump in, James, what happened? Heavy heart rate was there waiting for him to swat him out of the sky and then get the momentum going. And he was pretty damn persistent with the EX heart rate. He was pretty damn persistent with the EX heart rates as well. So, super consistent stuff. Well played there from Flux Wave.
That's the IDOM strategy. Just get EX heart rates whenever you're in a scramble situation. Put the game in your favor, kind of a situation. But you know, if you want to put yourself in a good position to win some of this money, like Flux Waves just did, please check out compete.playstation.com. You can also join in and fight against all these players here as well. And again, you know, Street Fighter 6 is coming up. I got to imagine we're going to get some fight nights for Street Fighter 6. Again, no official word yet for us, but you know, that's something that I will be looking forward to very heavily to see go down. And so you can join in these tournaments and get a lot of great experience, make a lot of friends on the Discord as well. So where can they find the Discord, Jammers?
Oh, well, you can see on your screen right now, there is a link that will take you directly to the PlayStation Tournaments Discord, when you can connect with the community, get regular updates on the esports events, the articles and videos, and meet other people. Digital. You can have those virtual meetups. You can all go to those events where I'm pretty sure someone's done an image of digital grass or something. You can all sit down and have a picnic and bring all your controllers, your PlayStation pads, and connect and press buttons and find out how much fun you guys are really having, I should say. But yeah, if you don't want to do it that way, then just pull out your phone and just scan the QR code, and it will take you straight directly to the link there. Yes, please join this PlayStation community tournament. But before we go, let us recap, let us summarize what has happened today. We had 8 warriors on the stream today, and this is how the bracket has panned out from start to finish. Flux Waves staying in the winner side the whole time, only losing 3 games in total. Truth God won, El Chicote twice there, so well played. El Chicote came close, but no cigar. Couldn't get the reset on the bracket there. But then I got to respect the guys like, you know, old Pongalong, you know, Truth God putting in that work today. It's a shame that we couldn't really see more Gen 1 Evie and Nib Nib. But yeah, listen, all the guys that shot here in the North American region Fight Nights, you guys have been phenomenal. Not just today, but throughout the months that we've seen you, especially when he's come in full force. And I hope you guys keep competing and you learn from your losses. And then again, take as many transferable skills as you can into SF6 there. So yeah, well played. Man, it's gonna be a whole new era. It's gonna be
Man, I can't wait. It's like I said, it's one of the most joyous times when a brand new fighting game comes out, and that's where everybody gets to show off their tech, and where, you know, we all get to react with, wait, what was that? What kind of setup was that? You know, and there's a lot of systems in this game that we don't know how to use properly yet, so it's going to be really interesting to see what everybody comes up with. But again, shout outs to all the guys here at PlayStation, you know, running this PlayStation Fight Nights and doing this every single month, not just for Street Fighter, but for all the games. They're the unsung heroes behind the scene running these tournaments every single time.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to the production crew that work with us each and every time. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta love you and leave you, because it is 4:20 in the morning here in the UK. But hey, you guys in America, it's probably before midnight for you guys, or where James is. It probably should be around like
early.
Or something like that.
It's early.
Yeah, okay. That's why you gotta attend to your cats. Right. Anyway, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed today's event. Make sure you follow PlayStation on twitch.tv/PlayStation. Subscribe to the channel as well. PlayStation Esports, it's new. Do us a favor. Do yourself a favor and follow off on everything there. But until then, we got to love you and leave you. So we'll see you soon for more PlayStation Fight Nights.
PlayStation Show.